All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here tonight. We're live here at OSR Network, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff on the Twitter, man. But we're here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the NMNTS Grand National Series, presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine, the Xfinity Cars, Loudon, USA. Got some partly cloudy skies. I got a treat for you tonight here. John's not feeling too well tonight, but that's all right. I went out and grabbed me a driver here because, as always, Joe White up here in the booth. But I'm accompanied by the young man, Aiden Young, for the Hurricane Motorsports. That's right, the partner of Ryan W. Daniels, who is usually in the booth with me on Wednesday and Thursday night. Aiden, how you doing tonight, man?
Well, Joe, I'm doing pretty good. Just ready to see some good racing.
Well, and good racing we're going to see, because this is a short track that's got a big track kind of mentality to it. Obviously, you know, we got some pretty good fast cars here. 23 of these bad fast boys. As I always say, bad fast drivers and some bad fast cars on a bad fast little track here tonight. And you're actually from this area. You know a lot about this track.
Yes, I do. It's pretty interesting when you get side by side.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tell us a little bit about how to get around this place.
Well, it's really, when you come down the front straightaway, it's all about your braking points. Usually I'm braking from 2, so it's all about how hard you drive. And if you're driving too hard, you're going to hit the wall. It's New Hampshire for you. Then it's loose off too, and there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah. Well, I just can't get around it unless I'm out there chasing a hot dog or something. Well, we were talking about it a minute ago. I appreciate you coming up here. I know you were saying you wasn't going to race tonight. I always like to get a driver up here in the booth with me every once in a while. Hey, you know, John's not feeling well, but it's always good to get a different perspective, because it gives y'all a different perspective of what we see as viewers, as broadcasters, and what we see on the track sometimes when we say, hey, it's a great race, and y'all are out there, yeah, okay, whatever, Joe. You know, it gives us a good idea. So it's good to come up here with me. And that's kind of cool. Last night you had a great race. You finished second, man, in the trucks. It was awesome. And look who popped up in the chat, man, right there. Ryan W. Daniels himself says, oh my God, Hurricane Motorsports in the booth. Yeah. That's because you ain't up in here. So what's the problem?
You know, with Ryan, who knows what he's doing? I don't know.
Well, he said earlier he's waiting on the delivery man, and he was out chatting with one of his old high school girlfriends or something. I don't know what that man does sometimes. It's a mystery beyond mysteries.
Yeah, Ryan is one mystery when it comes to girls. You just don't know how to get them.
Yes, I know. But last night we were talking about, you did pretty good that race last night. You finished second. Hard fought, man. Got up there and finished really good. Actually, it was at a battle up there. Matthew Wassenbach was up there for a while. Ryan not having the race he would have liked to last night. Kind of tough night for him. Just, you know, he said before the race in Kentucky he was having some trouble. And Ryan, be quiet. Well, you were eating your sub sandwich, and I saw Aiden up there all alone, just sitting up there, you know, lonely in the Hurricane Motorsports lobby, and figured I'd go up there and ask. And like I say, you know, I enjoy, man, different guys come down here in the booth as always. We're in the middle of qualifying right now. Who's your favorite driver out there, Aiden?
My pick for tonight would be probably, where is he? I will go with Mike T. Bruno for tonight. He's pretty good at this place.
I got you, Mike T. Bruno. Good deal. All right, well, that's a good pick. Let me see. Let's see who I can jinx tonight. I don't see old Eric Tesh out there. That's Mr. Dedication himself, Iceman from the Netherlands. You know what? I'm gonna go with Tommy Haynes. Tommy Haynes has been on a roll here lately. Actually, the winner last night in the Truck Series, boy, awesome feat there he did. So pretty good. And what's going on, Tim, out there? As old Ryan W. Daniels. Yeah, he finished 16th. That's right. Did pretty good. Just bounced back well. Like I say, it's not the night you wanted, but hey, it is what it is. So Ryan's out in the chat. I told Aiden, I said, you need to message Ryan and tell him, say, I'm gonna be in the booth. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, he's pretty jealous, even though he's just sitting there on his fat couch.
Eating a sandwich. Sandwich.
Not new for him to have something in his mouth.
Yeah, I know, man. The boys a trip. But we like Ryan. We like giving him a hard time, man. Like all y'all's guys out there. Well, Tommy Haynes is sitting on point right now. Sawyer Ott's right there in second. Jason Berg is third. Robbie Buckner sitting fourth. And old Billy Hargrove. I don't know if you know this, Aiden. That's the dad of DJ Hargrove. And really good guy. He's had a lot of health issues in the last month. So it's really good to see him bounce back, be back out here. He was in the hospital several weeks ago. And really ill. And then he got back in. He got back, better. Was watching the broadcast in the hospital, watching it at home, and then got back out here and started racing. So it's really good support from the family. I like that. Family members coming in here, man, supporting each other and watching their guys race. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Billy back out here. I was practicing with his son DJ there yesterday in Kentucky. He was helping me out and getting around that place. So that was nice of him.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan said he is on the couch.
You need to get up off that couch, Ryan.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be a good night here. Like I say, we're at New Hampshire Speedway here for the Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. We got the Xfinity cars. We call it the B car here at iRacing. So it's going to be some short track racing here, folks. Right now we got 23 of some of the best here at the Grand National Series. About to do battle around this track. 150 laps, I believe, is what they're going to do. If I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be interesting here. I got Aiden. He's going to be a good analysis here for us in New Hampshire because this is kind of his home track. He loves this place. He said he can get around it. So he can give us kind of some insight on what he's seeing these guys do out here. Maybe, through qualifying right now, you see anything, man, that's odd for these cars?
What I'm noticing right now is they look very tight in the center, but that's about it for how these cars handle. It's usually tight in the center, maybe a little bit loose off.
All right, well, how do you combat that as a driver?
I just get on the gas easy to come off the turn, and you just let it roll to the center, and you're on your way.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, that's see, that's what we like, man. I like the insight from a driver's standpoint because it really helps us out here. Helps me out, anyways, to see what these guys see out there. But it's always interesting. I like to get a driver's point of view because what I see up here might be different. Even though I do race a lot of these tracks, have raced a lot of them. John's raced them. Ryan obviously races a lot of them. And it's very, very interesting, man, to see the perspective of different drivers. And like what Aiden just said, tight in the middle, loose off. It's really, this is a driver style track. I've said it many times, Aiden, driver's style. I mean, it's a driver's style, technical style track.
Certainly it is. If you just overdrive something, you've got a car on your outside, you're going to be up into them, and it's nothing you can do. It just happens. It's racing. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, and unfortunately, you said the right words. Just racing, nothing else. Ryan out there, man, he's definitely, Hayden will do a good job, man, as always, and maybe he can replace RD Nation. I mean, I didn't say that. Oh, Lord. I like giving Ryan a hard time, man. I miss, man, talking to you guys. I don't get to talk to you. I told Ryan the other day, I said, Ryan, where'd y'all go, man? I said, it's like y'all abandoned me, man. You don't hang out with me no more. You don't want to talk, man. What's up? I mean, we'll start to cry.
Yeah, Ryan's been a little iffy lately. He's been pretty busy with getting Hurricanes paint schemes all done, so.
I hear him. Yeah, it was a nice looking paint job last night, and saw the one little thing on the back, and had to give a shout out to your slogan out there that Aiden forgot. You know.
Oh, you mean storming to the front?
Yeah, there you go.
I just love to do that, Joe. As you know.
Hey, I did see what was beside of it, and that was kind of cool. I do appreciate y'all guys, man, running the logo as always. OSR Network, man, I love the support. I don't really ask anybody to do it. I do love anybody out there that supports it, because I always said, man, the success of this channel is all about the drivers, the leagues, and the viewers out there, as I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming out week in and week out dedicated. And, you know, because I get out here and I try to dedicate my time to bring the best show possible to you. And I know Aiden's going to do a fine job up here in the booth. He's already doing well. So, what is, he's trying to talk about, maybe. Oh, he's talking about what I said earlier. Oh, okay.
You know, what's Ryan? He's crazy, so who knows what he's going to pop up in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely, man. The man is the man. Who knows? So, y'all, you running Extreme tomorrow night, eh?
Yes, I am.
Awesome, good deal. Well, we're Watkins Glen road course action for the next 2 nights there, so it ought to be kind of exciting racing.
Yeah, I'm racing both nights, so we'll see if I can keep it out of the wall.
That's right, you are. You're racing, man, in the Cup Series. Been doing a good job. You're not a rookie there anymore. And actually, you and Richie Evans had a good battle going on there, so that was awesome. And you're doing pretty good. So great things, man, there. And Ryan will be up in the booth with me. As always, I appreciate that, man. It's good to get back there calling some action with him. I hadn't called in a while. Been off last week for the 4th of July week. Hope everybody had a good one. And we're still in the qualifying, folks. And what we kind of do here, qualifying here, because it's a unique style. Anybody, if it's the first time you come out seeing these guys here at Monday Night Thunder Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine, it's they do a 1x1. They call them out 1x1. So it'll take a little bit here to get through, about halfway through the field now. And David A. Levine's the man on point. Well, Spence Thompson, I call him the champ, his last season's champ in the Truck Series. Tommy Haynes sitting in 3rd. Terry Perry and Mason right there in 4th. And Sawyer Ott. The first time I ever said his last name, I said Sawyer Oat, but hey, it is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we see old Michael Redden out there. He's got that Evil Knievel. I always call him Mr. Evil Knievel himself out there. The man gets evil on the track.
That's no joke for sure. He gets pretty evil, so you gotta watch out for him.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, if he can find a ramp, he'd probably jump to the front anytime he can.
Yeah, more like he might need a cannon for that job here in New Hampshire.
Yeah, play the Dukes of Hazzard horn while he takes off. Well, we got PJ Popham, and that's actually Pacer from last night. And good looking paint job he's got on that machine, number 32. He's out there doing his qualifying run. Looks like he got the rock star, man, happening around here. So the man's gonna play us a tune and be like a rock star here at New Hampshire Speedway. We're not under the lights, folks. We're in the daytime. Got some partly cloudy skies here. So you're picking the pole sitter. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna stick with Tommy Haynes. He looks pretty good out there. I always like giving, the guys. Awesome. Good grief. Ryan. Folks, y'all have to forgive Ryan. He's a unique character.
Surely, once you guys get to know him as a team owner, he's pretty good, but he can be a little bit.
Well, that's why we love him so much, man. We love giving him a hard time, man, and whatnot. But y'all an awful lot younger than I am. I'm an old dude, so y'all some young cats around here.
You're back.
All right, you're gonna have to cut your whisper off, man. You just whispered and it came up to me. So somehow, I didn't know I had you on whisper. Huh. Yeah, you still got me on a whisper list, Aiden. That's going to come up over the stream. What's going on, George? How you doing out there tonight? I tell you what, about to do some New Hampshire style racing here with the Xfinity cars. Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine here tonight. 150 laps here around this short, monster little track. This guy's going to do battle here. We got 23 of the best. And I got the teammate of Ryan W. Daniels up here, Aiden Young, in the booth with me tonight. First time up here, so y'all be gentle with him. He's a good kid, man. He finished second last night. I've known him. He's done great things in the Extreme and the Truck Series there. Battled for several championships over there, so I know he can run the lug nuts off a truck, definitely. So it's good to see him, man. Have him come up here. John's not feeling well tonight, so I said, "Hey, Aiden, what you doing?" He said, "Nothing." I said, "Well, you want to come up here and talk with me?" So, awesome. Don't encourage. You still there, Aiden? I think Aiden's trying to fix his whisper thing right now. We're in the middle of qualifying. And right now, David A. Levine's the man on point. Jared Beasley just did his newcomer here, just did his qualifying run. He's sitting there on third on the charts. Spence Thompson sitting second right now. Tommy Hankins fourth, and DJ Hargrove right there looking good. He's up there in the fifth spot, so awesome.
Yeah, they're all looking pretty good out there, Joe, tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. I tell you what, this what about tire wear here, Aiden? What's your insight on tire wear? How long do you think they can go around this track? You know, if it goes green flag for a long period of time.
Well, you can go a pretty long time here, but I think depending on how the setup is, if it's tight, they can go about 10, 15 laps with a good set of tires, but if you just burn them off, you're going to be able to go maybe 10, maybe 5 laps, depending on how rough you drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, it's yeah, I think the tire wear could play a factor later on if it goes long green flag. I mean, you're on and off the throttle a lot here. This is actually I call it a bigger style of Martinsville, so to speak. Obviously, Martinsville's a little shorter, smaller, but this track here, you can get up to some speed here. I mean, it is a short track, but you get up a lot more speed than you do at Martinsville, as we're seeing right here. Tyler Justin, he getting almost 160. He was in the 155, but they got to bring that thing all the way back down to like 90 mile an hour. That's a massive braking right there. So, and in Martinsville, you're only getting maybe a 110 or something like that before you bring it back down. So, big difference there. But tires and brakes, like you said, definitely play a factor later on.
Yeah, this track's very tough on your tires. It's one of those tracks where if you can't keep yourself together the whole race, you're not gonna be able to do much. But
Gotcha. Well, I tell you what, like I say, I appreciate everybody coming out here tonight, man. As always, it's a pleasure, man, to be here and calling these races. It's just fun. That's the way I look at it. And right now, Tyler Justice has Mr. Excitement putting it on pole here. You know, David A. Levine, he's right there sitting in second. So right now, good mix of drivers up front. So still hanging with old Tommy Haynes, see what happens. He's sitting fifth. It'll be interesting because this track, sure, you can be bad fast, but anything can happen because it's almost like what we talk about. Danger lurks around every corner if it gets on a long green flag stop.
yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, this could be Mike DeBruno's his closest NASCAR track to him too. He's in Massachusetts, same as Ryan Daniels.
Oh, okay, cool. It actually is your home track, right?
Yes, it is. I live 2 hours away from it.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I live about 13 hours, so definitely not close to me.
Nope, certainly not that close to you, but very close to me.
Yeah, that's all. I'm close to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. That'd be my home track. I know where Rockingham is, about 2.5 hours away. Obviously, North Wilkesboro. They'll run at those two tracks. So, yeah, like I say, I appreciate the George down there as always, man. Appreciate the fans, viewers out there. Hey, if you like what you see, sure, hit a like, hit a sub. If you don't, well, then don't hit a like or hit a dislike. Either one. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, as you might say, there might just be a bunch of boring individuals.
There you go. Well, it seems like Tyler Justice is our man who's going to win tonight's poll here. I don't see him in TeamSpeak, or we'd get a talk with him here, and that way would be awesome. Ryan said his home track is Stanford Motor Speedway. Okay.
The big guys don't run there, the cup guys.
Ah, okay, gotcha. That's a real short track now. All right, well, we got Tyler Justice up here in the booth with us. Tyler Justice, Joe in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, Joe. What's up?
Oh, not much. I tell you what, looking bad fast in that number 7 machine here. Missed you last night in the truck series. Tonight you come back rolling in thunder here, putting it on pole here at New Hampshire Speedway. And it's going to be a good short track racing here tonight with the Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. How's the car feel out there?
It feels pretty good. I mean, it's a little tight out here in the slick sun, and just gotta be careful with it. Getting into the corner, you'll wheel hop it and spin yourself out. But hopefully, we can just keep it up front. We won't have to worry about anything.
Well, I'll tell you what. Do you got everything you need to get it done here tonight and bring it out front and put it in victory lane?
I think we got a good shot, but as always, there's other fast guys out here, especially some of my teammates are going to be ones to watch.
Absolutely. Well, I wish you the best out there and bring that thing home here in the victory lane tonight.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, man. That's one happy camper right there. He's definitely going to try to bring it home here. He's putting it on pole, Aiden, as we're getting set here to do battle tonight. 150 laps here at New Hampshire Speedway. Hope I'm saying that right. It is 150 laps, right?
190.
My bad. I told y'all wrong. I was thinking about last night. Whoops.
No worries, Joe. No worries. We all make mistakes.
I know it's terrible. That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah, that might be what happened.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Right now, these guys are going to put on a pretty good show. And hopefully it's going to be one heck of a show, as I always like saying. And we got some bad fast drivers and some bad fast cars on a bad fast short track here, New Hampshire Speedway, the NMNTS. I can't say that fast. I messed it up. Sounds bad. That's called Monday Night Thunder. Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. The Xfinity cars. We call them the B cars here at iRacing. You'll hear us say that a lot. Trucks, B car, A car, which basically stands for Xfinity and Cup Series. So kind of give you the iRacing lingo, so to speak.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. Got Michael Redding out there. He says Evil's coming for the win. He's coming to take the show, man. That's right, Evil Knievel. Man, going to try to jump to the front here and look good doing it. Got that Evil Knievel paint job. It's always awesome.
Yeah, it is, but it gets pretty intimidating when he's on your rear bumper for sure. I know how it feels.
That's right. Yes, you do. I'll tell you what. Well, Aiden said he couldn't make the race tonight, or something happened, and I saw him up there just hanging out. John's feeling a little under the weather, and I went up there and I said, "What you doing, Aiden?" "I ain't doing nothing." I said, "Well, you want to come down here in the booth? Why not? Come down here and join me and get a different perspective." I like getting different drivers up in the booth here sometimes with me. Kind of let them see what I see what the other world sees out there in the viewers, and all the action. So awesome here tonight. We're going to run this place at 190 laps. It can go by real fast, it can go by real slow. Either way, it's going to go by.
Yeah, but laps here in New Hampshire do tick by really fast if you don't look at it.
Well, that and the fact also too, if it's if it goes green for a long time, they'll click by. Obviously, we have a lot of cautions. It might take a little bit.
Yeah, but hopefully these guys don't have cautions, and we'll see.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, got a good group crowd out here. The man up front, Tyler Justice, is going to lead them off. The pace around here for 190 laps. David Levine's going to be right there in second. Spence Thompson, Gerald Beasley, Tommy Haynes rounds the top 5. So, good group of cars up front here tonight.
Yes, there is. There's a lot of new guys running up front too, like DJ. I haven't seen him up front in Grand Nationals. You got Jared Beasley. He's one of the new guys.
Yeah, Gerald Beasley's been doing good. And yeah, folks, I made sure I had my cookies tonight. I got my Fig Newtons with me. They were asking me last night if I had my cookies with me, Aiden. I forgot them. But tonight, I brought them with me.
I certainly got cookies. I had a couple earlier, so.
There you go. Cookies. Get you some cookies.
Yeah, and I had them last night in my truck last night, so I should have threw you on.
Absolutely. There you go. Well, here we go. I think we're about to set here to go green flag racing here tonight. 190 laps here around this track, a New Hampshire Speedway. About to set sail here, folks. That's right. Got some partly cloudy skies. Loudon, USA here. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. About to set sail. Do some great things here. Let's go down our grid in order because Mr. Excitement puts it on pole. Tyler Justice right there. David A. Levine's going to start on the outside in second. Third, Spence Thompson, the champ there in the truck series, starting third. Jared Beasley, the newcomer, starting fourth. Tommy Haynes in fifth. DJ Hargrove, he's trying to turn the season around, bring that thing to the front, starting sixth. Terry Perry Mason in seventh. PJ Popham right there in eighth. We got Sawyer Rott in ninth. Michael Reddy, Mr. Evil Knievel himself, rounds out the top 10. As we look through the rest of this field, I always say star-studded because I mean it. These guys, man, are about to put on a show. 23 of the best here at the Grand National Series are about to wheel these machines around here. These heavy metal powerhouse Xfinity cars around this New Hampshire track tonight. Aiden, what you think, man? If you was out there, what would be your mindset right now?
My mindset would be to stay out of the wrecks if they are and try to get to that high side as quick as you can.
All right, there you go. Got the insight from our man here, Aiden Young. Tell us to get to that high side the best you can and maybe try to run it around here. So, do you think it's a one-groove track or two-groove track?
At this track, it's usually a one-groove track, the high line, but on the starts, you can pretty sure make that inside work for a couple laps, but that's about it.
Okay, so you definitely want to try to get to the outside middle side groove. Okay. Ryan said he's out of cookies.
He's always out of something.
Yeah, Cookie Monster came and eat all his.
That must have been you, right, Joe?
That's right. All right, well, here we go. We'll do 2 laps here with the pace car around New Hampshire. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully these guys, man, patience. It is fairly wide track to be such a short track, so you do got room here, even though it is a shorter style track. But like you said, outside lane is probably where you're going to want to be. As pace cars in, green flags in the air. Here we go. Lap 1's going to come around here this time by as a man out front right there. Old Tyler Justice leads him into turn number 1 with David A. Levine right there in his tailgate. Spence Thompson, so a good start there, Aiden. I would call you Ryan. I'm so used to him being in the move, Aiden. But they look good as they're fanning out going down the back stretch.
Yeah, they're all looking pretty good. As I see it right now, it looks like everyone's trying to get to that high side, so.
Ooh, 24 just got bumped just a little bit right there. That's another thing we're probably going to see. Also, that's DJ Hargrove. They got in each other. We're under caution here for the first time. Let's go back on the 24. Like you said, everybody was trying to get to that high line. It looks like these cars are, like you just said, a little tight in the middle of the turns, so they kind of push it up. Let's see what happened to him. The 32 was right there behind him. Tommy Haynes was on the inside. DJ was on the outside. Tommy goes on the inside right there. And looks like 32, yeah, looks like they just got together a little bit. And, Oh, nowhere to go with the DeWalt machine. Robbie Butler, nowhere to go. Well, that could have been worse than what it was. Good job by the 22 machine right there to avoid all that.
Yeah, that's something certainly DJ did not want to see the first lap at New Hampshire, so hopefully he can get his damage fixed and get right back up there.
Well, absolutely, and that's what the thing we look at here. It just kind of looked like one of those, I don't know, like one of them unfortunate set of circumstances, so to speak.
Yeah, it's one of those circumstances where if you make contact with another driver, it's very hard to save it with a bunch of cars around you.
Well, what did you saw what happened right there? You saw the two cars there. Did you see what you were talking about? Cars getting tight. I mean, what did you see happen there?
Well, what I pretty much saw was it looked like the 32 just got a little in there, maybe a little in there too hot. Got under the 24 and got a little high, but then they just made contact and left rear and it sent them around. Yeah,
that's pretty much what I was seeing there. So, hate to see it on DJ. He's obviously got a fast fix. Puts it back in the back. He'll be able to get back up the front. It's a long race, so definitely, he's got plenty of time.
Certainly, there's plenty of time to get your damage fixed in New Hampshire. Caution laps aren't that long, but you can get plenty of damage fixed on one lap.
Yeah, so you talk about caution laps. By the time we show a replay, it almost seems like they're going back to the green flag action here. So, man out front still Tyler Justice. David Levine's right there in second. Spin something. They got fanned out pretty good. Single file up front. It's going to be hard for the guys in the back to get single file. They're so close amongst everybody here tonight. It's going to be interesting to see what we've got. And again, it's just one of these tracks where you got to be, patient, and that's kind of hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, especially here in New Hampshire, since everyone wants to get to the outside, it's very hard to be patient. Yeah, I agree 100% with you right there on that. Well, Tommy Haynes still running in fifth. Jared Beasley, the newcomer, right there running in fourth place. Tyler Justice out front. David Levine sitting second. Old Spence Thompson right there in third. Michael Redding, Steve Knievel himself sitting sixth. Terry Mason seventh. Andrew Kennelly eighth. PJ sitting right there in ninth. And Mike T. Bruno rounds out the top 10 as we get set here to go back green flag racing. Yes, we are, Joe.
All right. Aiden's out there saying, "Hey, Ryan," or laughing at Ryan. Pork chops and applesauce. See that? What a combination.
That doesn't sound like a good combination.
What's going on, Max, man? How you doing, Max Speed TV? That's old Rudy and company over there, man. I tell you what, you guys do a great job, man. Y'all check him out. Check him out over there. Max Speed, man. Appreciate you coming over here. Got old Aiden Young up here. He's in the booth for the first time ever. He's up here. He's feeling a little nervous, but hey, that's okay. Man's doing a fine job up here, so it's always awesome. John T. Wimmis was feeling a little under the weather tonight. Saw him up there all alone. I said, "Come on up here." And right now we're getting set to go green flag racing here. We've got 190 laps to put in the books here. So the first caution of the night here. So the pace cars coming out turn number 4. Gonna set sail here. There you go, Tyler Justice. He puts the metal pedal to the floor and takes off, hammering through the gears. That's what I like to say it. But look at old David A. Levine. He's going to try to close in on that man. You can chime in any time, Aiden.
Yeah.
Let me know what you see out there.
A lot of good battles on the track right now. Looks like everyone's just being patient.
Well, you talk about a good battle right here going on for third and fourth spot. Actually, for fourth and fifth, excuse me. That would be Jared Beasley right there with Tommy Haynes. They were doing battle side to side. Here comes the man, old Evil Knievel himself. We was talking about him there, Aiden. He's got that 2 car on the outside lane. So right now, Tommy Haynes does not look like it. Oh, as we say that, he bumps the wall just a little bit. Doesn't look like that inside lane's going too good right now.
Yeah, that inside lane usually tends to take a little while to get going, but you can certainly make passes down there if you got the right car and right angle.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, man, looking good as these guys have been flying around here, New Hampshire Speedway, and it's what you just said, Aiden. They're getting single file. They're all spread out right here. And, oh, Tommy goes way high right there, so alone with Michael Redding. It looks like what you said. It looks like they're going in. They're very tight going in, maybe a little loose coming off. But that tightness means that they're going to have to back them turns up a little bit.
Yeah, there was Tommy when he just pushed way up. That might have been a circumstance of him just overdriving the turn just a little bit, and that's what happened.
Well, what do you think on Michael Redding? It looks like he followed him in there too. So that's basically, you know, and I know if you get locked on in somebody's back tailgate, sometimes you'll do what they do. As we see Mike T. Bruno jumping on the inside of Michael Redding. Let's see if that inside line holds for him. Good battle going on behind him. It doesn't, because you just said it. That outside lane, look at the powerhouse move the 2 does coming off the turn.
Yeah, that outside lane really does give momentum because the guy on the inside doesn't want to come up and wreck you, so it's very hard to make a pass.
It looks like to me if you don't get that pass made going into the turn or in the middle of it, you might as well forget about doing it coming off. So like you said, and it's what you were talking about at the beginning of the race. These guys right now have been very patient, very good, but they're being very racy at that. I mean, you know, hey, it's good racing so far. We're at lap 10. We're clicking them off and setting them up, knocking them down. Man out front right now, Tyler Justice. He's got 7-10 lead over David A. Levine. Spence Thompson sitting in second. Gerald Beasley in fourth. Well, Tommy Haynes sitting there in fifth. So it rounds at the top 5. As we're looking back here with Mike T. Bruno, Terry Perry Mason back here in the 8th and 9th spot.
Yeah, I just watched Tommy Haynes go in turn 3 and 4, and he got really high again. So maybe he's just a little bit struggling right now with these old cold tires.
Yeah, he is, because he's got PJ all over the back deck lid right there, just eating him a Firehouse sub with a Rockstar drink as he's running around here at New Hampshire. Looking good. It's a nice paint job on that number 32, by the way. And have you ever ate at a Firehouse sub?
No, I have not, but I really want it.
I ate there one time, one down in Concord, North Carolina, and we ate there. They're actually pretty good subs. Man, it's been a long time since I've been there, but actually that's pretty good subs.
Yeah, I've been hearing that they got really good subs, and I like the fire department, so it goes really well with me, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, man, the rock star himself right there, PJ Popham. He's sitting in the man. That's right, folks. That's how you say it last name, Popham. Asked him last night how you pronounce it. He says, there you go. So he's sitting in the 6th spot. Michael Redding sitting right behind him. Mike T. Bruno's behind them. Good battling going on up front here. So let's go back here a little bit further in the field. Here's we've got Andrew Kennelly, who is sitting right there in the 10th spot. He's got Jason Burgess behind him. Gordon Larson right there behind him. Derek Robinson. He's got his machine at an 818 running around here looking good also.
Yeah, everyone's looking really patient right now, so.
Yeah, really, like you said, patience is a virtue. But I got a good battle going on here for the, I think that's going to be the 15th, 16th spot. DJ Hargrave's trying to bring, that's Billy Hargrave, my bad, sorry about that. Trying to bring that machine up underneath Ronald White's there side by side.
Yes, they are. And you got Tommy Haynes going after Jared Beasley for 5th and 4th.
No, George out there says, tastes good but expensive. Yeah, they're not quite as cheap as a Subway or anything like that, but they are good. And we're up here looking at that battle you was talking about. That's right, Tommy Haynes dives on the inside there. Jared Beasley, now, he made the pass. That's what I was talking about. You're able to make that pass going in. You're able to complete that thing, because if it had been on side by side trying to come off, that's what you were saying earlier on there, he would have had problems trying to make that pass, and he might have pushed up into him. Because you see that high line as he's coming up, well, he is way up high.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a smart thing to get way up that high, because if he goes up any more, he's going to be in the wall, so that might not be too good for his tires.
Okay, well, right now, but look at Jared Beasley trying to dive that thing down on the inside. Might be another battle between them two as they are locked together like glue. Let's see if Jared can make that inside work, or, like you said, that high line still looks to be the favorite place to be. You just can't make that slide job come off the turn. That's what you need, that momentum. He can get a good run going in the middle, but boy, I tell you what, Tommy is flirting with disaster that wall lap after lap.
Yeah, he is. I'm starting to wonder if his tires are starting to go where it's getting him just losing his marks, because he's getting awfully tight in the center.
Yes, he is, but he's still been able to maintain and have that drive off the turn like we're seeing right now. But old Jared's been able to run it in there. He just can't make that pass work. as the number 11 has been a good battle here. Now he's got his hands full with PJ. PJ's thinking about looking on the inside, but they both go up high. 11 goes up higher, a little bit higher than him. So here goes old PJ on the inside. Let's see if he can make the pass here coming into the turn.
Yeah, we'll see as they come into turn one here. Maybe the PJ will just dive in there hard and hopefully get past him.
Well, if he can't clear him coming off the turn, if he can't get that run, because boy just cannot get that run. And you just saw Jared Beasley lock the outside door on him right there. So we're going to see if he can get it this time. Looks like he made it going in. So I'm starting to see Jared might have a little bit of issue with his tire wear there. What I'm starting to see here, Aiden, is the fact when they go into the turn, they're able to run it down in there low, but they need that outside to drift up. Right now, the 11's back all over the 32, so a good battle going on back here for 5th, 6th, and 7th spot.
Yeah, as you see Mike T. Bruno trying to go past Jared on the inside, but I don't really think that inside's a smart way to go this early in the race.
I know it's not, because we're seeing the outside lane been able to power off the turns. They can get a run going on the inside, going into it, the middle, but right now coming off of it, you need that outside lane. And 11's looking like right there, he's wanting to take back on the 32. So an extremely good battle. So we see Mike T. Bruno dive it down in there. He's going to get the pass. Now that's how you make the pass on the inside, is you have to. But look at 11 going to try a crossover move here. Let's see if it works.
It might work, but you never know. I still think the outside line's a preferred lane.
Absolutely right here. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to try to make it work because he tries to dive that thing on the inside. If he can get it, we got a car spinning. That's old Spence Thompson on the I can't talk, straightaway there. So let's go to him and see what happened, because he was actually running up front during all this. Wow. Hey, what's going on, John? How you doing, man? Welcome to see you out here. But let's go back here and see, because he's actually was following in the footsteps there of the leader, Aiden. Let's see what happened to him up front. We was watching a good battle going on back there between Jared Beasley, Mike, and all them. Let's watch the champ up here in the truck series. See what happened to him coming off the turn. Oh, he just got tight. Hit the outside wall, spun that thing around. Yeah, that looked like what you were talking about earlier, Aiden. He just got tight coming off the turn.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, but excellent job by Spence to keep it off the inside wall and not come back up on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. What's going on, Chris Matthews? Chris said if any of the left side tires touch anywhere on the dark side, outside lane, you're going to have a bad time. Well, a lot of these guys are running that high line here. I call it rim riding around the track, because when you're up there on the high side a lot. So a lot of them are actually opting to do that. But right now, green flag, well, caution laps, pit stops, everybody's in for tires. Why not? Lap 22 of 190 in the books here. We're at New Hampshire Speedway for the Monday Night Thunder Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. We appreciate everybody coming out here. Great race here tonight so far. These guys are putting on a good show here at New Hampshire. It's a short track. Got the Xfinity car. We got the B car here at iRacing. Joe White up here in the booth. As always, man, and I'm accompanied tonight. Very special guest here, Aiden Young. And it's good to have old Aiden up here. Man, it's from Hurricane Motorsports. Folks, storming to the front. Man, finished second place last night, last night's truck series. Go back and watch that when you can. It was a good, thrilling race all the way to the end. So, Aiden, how you enjoying your time up here, man?
Well, for my first time, I'm really enjoying it, like taking Ryan's spot, so it's pretty interesting from your guys' perspective.
Uh-oh, did you hear that, Ryan? He said he's having fun. Well, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I always sit and say, I always have fun up here in the booth and enjoy it week in and week out. That's what I like doing. Dedicated here, usually 7 days a week. Actually going to step back to 6 days a week for a while, maybe for a couple weeks or whatever. But still a lot of days, man, here. Put a lot of time and effort in here because I love doing this. I love bringing it to the fans and the viewers. And I want to appreciate, man, what iRacing's done for the community and what iRacing's done for OSR Network because, you know, allowing me to be on the portal, iRacing Live, that is, 2 nights a week. And, you know, It's always good to be in the company of guys like Max Speed, you know, the LSRs, the race spots, man, and all those guys like that, the big time hitters out there. And I always talk about Dre Broadcasting too, man. I like those guys over there, Dave and them. So it's always good. I'm not scared, man, to mention anybody because I'm not out here in the competition of anyone. I just want to have fun and enjoy what I'm doing. And tonight's been a very, very good race. So far, it actually has been a good affair out here.
Yes, it has, Joe. To me, it looks like these guys are getting a little bit loose going in if they get too hard in. So that might play a factor on this race start.
Okay. Well, that's some good insight right there. Something we might keep in mind, actually look out for. Looks like they got fanned out pretty quick here. Not a lot of guys, man. They know what has to be done. They know that, look, we need to get to that middle high groove here very, very quickly. So they kind of get spread out as fast as they can.
Yes, they do. It's always a battle on these restarts for the outside line.
Yeah, and another thing, though, even though it's a battle on the outside lane, these guys are very patient while they're doing that, too.
Yeah, you have to be patient when you're trying to get to that outside line or you're just going to get wrecked.
All right, pace cars in. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Lap 26 here, 190. Going to be in the books. Boy, look at that. PJ jumps out front here. That's Tyler Justice right there in the back end. Michael Redding's on the outside. They're going to look to do battle here as they head off into turn 1. Coming out of turn 2 down the back stretch. Side by side with the 59 and the 2. What's going on, Robert Moyer? How you doing out there, man? Well, don't be shy, Eden, now.
Yeah, it looks to be a good battle here between Michael Redding and Mike T. Bruno, so.
Yeah, Mike T. Bruno's been able to bring that number 19. He made that pass. We drove that thing in there. The problem is a crossover moved by the 2. He's going to try to actually bring that thing back underneath of him and see. And Tommy Haynes is in the wall. Boy, he smashed the side of that submachine up just a little bit. That got the 11 behind him a little scared. But, oh, that's actually Andrew Kennelly right there behind him. But still, Michael Redding is right there on the inside trying to battle it out with a 19.
Yeah, he is, but I think, whoa. Andrew Kennelly just bit the wall.
Well, I saw that, and that was a good save by him, too, man. Wow.
That damage isn't going to go out too easy.
No, they're going to have to get the sledgehammer out there, man, knock that thing out, I feel. But his thing right now, wow.
Yeah, that was a hard look. I don't know what happened. It might have been a case of large neck cover.
Who y'all talking about you can't hear? Y'all talking about Aiden? See, hey Aiden, say something again and see what we got.
Hello?
All right, yeah, move a little closer to your mic if you don't mind.
That better?
There you go. That's a little better. Can y'all hear him better now?
I just don't want it to squeal.
Oh no, you're fine. Well, they were saying it was a little bit low, so that's why I turned you up a little bit on my end. I'm gonna wait to see if somebody replies out there, see if that's a little bit better right there.
Yep. Everyone's looking very patient right now, as you see. Terry Mason trying to go after Tommy Haynes for the 6th spot.
All right, good deal. Heck yeah, right now looking very good, man. These guys are fanned out. Yeah, let me know, Robert, how that sounds. I actually had to move up a little closer on his end and whatnot, so we'll see, man, if he's a lot better. Yeah, he should sound a little better now. Good deal.
Yeah, I need a new mic.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, just as long as you move up a little bit close to it. I mean, you're fine sounding right now.
Yeah, Nicholas, I know what you mean over there. I was in this race. I didn't have that great of a night.
Well, Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series, we got that tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Well, that's, speaking of Wednesday night, doubleheader night, SRA, that's right. Before we go extreme racing, we go dirt track racing tomorrow night. But right now, we're at New Hampshire here for Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. Looking good so far.
Yeah, as Tyler Justice is going on the outside of PJ.
Yep, absolutely right there. Well, good deal. Y'all keep me, let me know, man, how he sounds. I want to make sure he's coming across really good to y'all. He got clipped twice. Well, that happens, you know, it's going to happen. Right now, old Tyler Justice, like you said, he took it to the point there on the outside of PJ. Good battle going on back here for second, third, and fourth place here. That's Mike T. Bruno, David Levine, Michael Redding. All three of those cars, man, are nose to tail.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's just out for a Sunday drive tonight, so they're doing an excellent job.
Yeah, no doubt right now, Sunday. Well, a Tuesday drive, how's that?
That works.
There you go. Absolutely. Right now, David Levine's been very patient, that 59 machine right behind the number 19 there. Mike looking good. So is old Michael Redding, but he's kind of looking on the inside there. Might be trying to dive that nose on the inside of him. Let's go back here a little further. As we take it back here to Robbie Buckner. He's got his hands full there with old Gordon Larson behind him. And look at that, Craig Lerman right there in the 43. Man's just creeping up there ever so slowly to the front.
Yeah, I'm watching this battle between David and Michael. It looks like they're both being very patient, letting each other go by, so it looks very clean racing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what he's talking about, we got Watkins Glen tomorrow night. That's right. We turn right, left, uphill, down hills. We got road course action at Extreme Motorsports. Awesome.
We go from dirt track racing to uphill, downhill, right, left.
Absolutely. Sunday drive
and 90 degrees.
All right, yeah, 90 degrees. You right. There you go. Well, they're having a good battle right here. I see old Craig Lerman. And look at Sawyer Rock. Boy, he almost got tight coming up there. What you said earlier, car gets a little tight in the middle, and that's what happened. He almost got up there into Spence Thompson again as he tried to make that pass on the inside.
Yeah, there's a great battle between David Levine, Mike T. Bruno, and Michael Redding right now.
Yeah, you're right, George. They need to be very, very racy. Still under lap 50 here. Got a long way to go. You know, 190 laps need to be put in the books here tonight. So definitely want to be very, very calm, cool, collective. Not overdrive this car, overstepping boundaries or anything like that. You know, just be very, very cool and level-headed, so to speak.
Yeah, it is very hard to keep yourself calm at this track. Tempers can get very overheated very quick.
Well, short track racing, you know, that's just one of those kind of a product of the track, product of the driving, product of the car. It's riding along. Spence got damaged a little bit on the front, but he's on the outside there. Gordon Larson, we'll see if he can make that outside groove look. He looks like he's right there in that middle line, like you said, the place you want to be. Let's see if we can make the drive coming off the turn here. Looks like he's going to. That outside coming off the turn is what you want.
Yeah, it is, but at times that car can be very sideways up at the top of the track.
Yeah, no doubt right now in the middle turn here. Gordon, he makes the pass on Gordon Larson on the high side. Now he's looking at the man to try to take the pass on Jason Burgess.
And it looks like he will make that pass.
Yes, he did. Made it with ease right there a little bit. That brings Gordon Larson along with him, but they're going to think about taking 2 or 3 wide behind him. Wow, Gordon right there, he had to get out of it. He's got that 35 or on the inside. Sawyer Rock looking there. As they storm off down the back stretch. Heading into the turn here. What's going on, Ray? How you doing?
Yeah, a bunch of good racing out here right now. Everyone's looking very patient. It just looks like they're getting a little loose off too.
Yeah, just a little bit here. Now look at the dive Craig Lerman does on the inside there with the 43, and he's going to make that pass. Like Gordon Larson thought better, trying to press the issue there a little bit. Now look at old 43. Like what George said out there. Who said that? Said something about inner Richard Petty or something like that.
Yeah, look, he certainly was making it look easy like Richard Petty would.
Absolutely, the king, man, back in the day. We were doing some awesome things right there. Oh, Gordon Larson's around. And that got Andrew Kennelly again. Caution is out. Let's go back and see what happened, because it looked just like the 00 got loose coming off the turn. He was fighting with that car there for several laps, but let's go back here on the replay here and see what happened. Don't think there was contact between him and the 81, but we'll go back here and see. I don't know the angle. He went in high. 81 went low. He kept going high. I think he just lost it coming out. Well, now there was just a little bit of contact right there. You know, just very, very slightly. Just one of them racing deals. Andrew just got right there. Just wrong place, wrong time. Two of them got together coming out of the turn.
Yeah, it looked like one of those things where one came up, one came down, and they just made contact. Nothing Gordon Larson could do but just spin.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you listening to the race on a stream? Or listening to the radio chat?
Radio.
Every time you key up, I can hear it.
I can mute the radio chat.
Yeah, I mute it because every time I'm hearing it every time you key up. It's gonna come across on the stream, and we obviously don't want any choice words. Gotta maintain a family,
Yeah.
family show, you know what I mean? Oh. Well, absolutely, man. We're joining here. We're at New Hampshire Speedway. That's right. Monday Night Thunder Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. Good race so far here. Let's give you a really quick summary. Lap 42 of 190. 2 lead changes, 3 cautions here. Not bad for a short track. And as always, I hit the wrong button again. There we go. What did Rudy say earlier in his? Kill the cameraman. I guess, yeah. Go ahead. Get rid of him. That'd be me, so.
You know, cameraman makes mistakes too. Look at the real NASCAR guys. They do a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, right now, the one thing out here, it's been a kind of a mistake-free race. These guys, man, have run very well to be a short track.
Yeah, everyone's just looking very, very patient out there, keeping themselves calm, keeping from getting into each other.
Well, we're about to set here to go by green flag racing here in a few, folks. Like I said, we're going to lap 45. Probably going to be about 46. We set these things off. I killed the camera. Yeah, I heard him say that earlier. Yeah.
Such a different perspective of being on the track to being up in the booth, for sure. As we get set to go back green here, Joe.
Yeah, no doubt. We're going to back green flag. I'll just checking the sound out. Just make sure everybody, man, has a good one. As it lights off on the pace car, look, Tommy Haynes is going to send these cars, man, a rolling down here on our restart. So, going to be interesting here. It's going to be lap 46 when they cross the line. Tyler Justice on the outside there. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he is, man. Aiden's doing good up here. Hope he's having fun.
Oh, yes, I am.
All right. Well, these boys about to have fun. So they're going to put the hammer down here as that pace car's in. Well, Tommy Haynes up front got the Firehouse sub machine going to be rolling. He's going to be cooking with some subs up front. Here he goes. Got a little damage on that car, but he holds that field up now. He hammers it through. He's going to have to get to that high side by turn number 1. So that means he's going to have to drive it on the inside there just a little bit. As he is door to door with the man on the outside. Tyler Justice, they go into 1s. They're going to come out of turn 2. We'll see what happens here. They're still wheel to wheel, side to side, coming out of turn 2 down the back stretch.
Yes, they are. There's a bunch of good battles here. They're all looking really patient.
Yeah, no doubt. Really patient. Tommy Haynes, though, able to slide up there. Look at a cross job, man, that old Mike T. Bruno puts on him. Is going to able to, I think that damage is hurting him a little bit. The tires on Tommy might be going away ever so slightly. As old PJ Popham, man, has been able to, right there on his back deck lid there, the 17 machine. Michael Redding still right there in 5th. Tyler Justice still a man out front here. He's on a roll. Looks like he's on rails up front. Mike T. Bruno right behind him. Tommy Haynes right there. PJ's in 3rd. He's trying to figure out a way to get around that Firehouse sub machine. As we're getting here on the Onlap 48 of 190. What do you think so far, Aiden? Uh-oh. Aiden dropped quality. He dropped on me. Don't know what happened. That's why he got quiet. Well, we'll just have to wait and see if Aiden comes back. He lost connection for some reason. Alright, well, he'll be back here shortly, hopefully. We're still racing here, though. Right now, these guys are putting on a pretty darn good show, man, here in New Hampshire. That's old Tommy Haynes right there. Michael Redding sitting in the 6th spot. Hope everyone's enjoying this one. He's got his hands full there with old Spence Thompson on his outside in the 89. They're racing it out for 6th and 7th spot, respectively, as they're going to go side by side around this awesome track out here. We'll see if Aiden's able to connect back to the team speak. I don't know what happened to him. He dropped out. I hate to see that. Wow. Yeah, into the wall. You got to hate that. So here we go. Old Michael Redding still running right there. He's got that Evil Knievel looking good. Right behind him, Robbie Butler's going to bring that 90 machine up front. He's got a good looking run going on. Craig Lerman's right behind him. Sawyer Ott right there in the top 10. Well, since these guys are all spread out a little bit, let's do something I like doing here, man. Let's do a field run down here of these cars. We're not going to do it from the in car. There we go. Well, out front, Tyler Justice looking good in number 7 machine. Mike T. Bruno right there in 2nd spot. Well, PJ Popham, he's sitting in 3rd place right there running. Old Tommy Haynes, last night's winner. He's sitting 4th place. David A. Levine's right there in the 5th spot. Spence Thompson right behind him, starting in the 6th. Michael Redding and Steve Knievel right there in 7th. Robbie Buckner sitting in the 8th spot. Craig Lerman in 9th. Looking good in STP. Sawyer Ott's in the 10th spot here, running good tonight. Man, started 9th, sitting 10th. Well, Terry Perry Mason right there in the 7th. He's sitting in the 11th spot right now. Jason Berger sitting in the 12th spot, looking good. The Monster Machine. Away Andrew Kennelly out front. Looks a little beat up. He's out there running in the 13th spot. Derek Robinson's right behind him. He's drinking some Crown Royal and looking good doing it. So the 14th spot. Jason Alexander. He's got a battle going on here in the 15th position, but he's still hanging on to it. Mark Richter right there sitting in the 16th spot. Gordon Larson 17th behind him. Old Billy Hargrove, man, out there looking very, very good in the 18th spot. DJ Hargrove, a little beat up behind him, but that's okay. It's right there in 19th. Ronald White, the 20th. Jared Beasley back there in that old number 21 machine. And John Barron sitting right there, man. He's looking good in the Revolutionary Clothing Machine. It's in the 22nd spot right there, respectively. As we take it back up to the front side here to Tyler Justice, the man out front still. He's looking good. He's got about a 4/10 lead over Mike T. Bruno. PJ Popham right there is all over the back end, about to have a battle for 2nd place. And Aiden is back with us. How you doing, Aiden? Lost connection just a little bit. I'll wait for him to get loaded back up here. We saw Aiden, like I say, he dropped out just a little bit. But a good battle going on up here, or about to go on up here, because Mike T. Bruno's been able to run down Tyler Justice. In the meantime, PJ Popham has also. Tommy Haynes is still there. So even though they're single file, all these cars are right there on top of each other, all like almost nose to tail, wheel to wheel. What do you mean? What's going on with it? Could be YouTube. I'm gonna tell you what, YouTube has been having some issues. Yeah, you can't hear Aiden because he's not said anything yet. He actually had a dropout connection issue. He dropped out of TeamSpeak. He's connected back up, and I think he's actually getting all this stuff set back.
Got a copy?
Yep, got you now. There you go. Yeah, I saw you got dropped out, man. Lost connection here in the TeamSpeak. So yeah, but no, I was just telling you here lately. It seems like YouTube's, man, been just I don't know, weird.
Yeah, it has, certainly. I've been noticing that too, and certainly has iRacing.
Yeah, I know. I was watching some other videos the other day, man, and noticed it was doing some things. Some people was fine, some it wasn't. Kind of refresh and go on, but you know, we always try to work hard. That's something we can't control, obviously, is the internet, storms, and all that stuff. But yeah, Eden's back with us. I saw him drop out. That's why you couldn't hear him there. But hey, welcome back. Good battle up front, though, about to happen. Mike T. Bruno's still riding there in second spot. Old PJ Popham sitting in third. David Levine sitting there in fourth. Spence Thompson sitting in fifth. And these guys have been on top of each other.
Yeah, it looks like my iRacing's being a little funky at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's kind of just, it's one of those deals. Like I say, we can't control internet, can't control weather, can't control all that. It is what it is. Right now, though, David Levine is all over the back end of PJ, and he dives on the inside. He's going to try to make it work, and there he drifts that thing. Wow, what a save by the 59 machine. He went in there hard and heavy and did a Vaughn Griffin Jr.'s kind of slide. Spence Thompson goes to the high side, taps the wall a little bit. So, wow, some good action going on up front here, Aiden.
Yeah, it certainly sounds it. I'm just trying to get my iRacing stuff back going, and I'll be able to see.
All right, that's fine, man. I'll tell you what, hey, look, it's just like radio. I'll let you know what's going on. Tyler Justice, a man up front. Mike T. Bruno's in second. PJ Popham sitting in third. David Levine right there after doing an awesome slide job. And now he's up there rim riding, hitting the wall. Boy, that car, man, he's just got the whole side of the right side of it pancaked in that 59 machine. Spence Thompson's right behind him in fifth. It's a good dogfight battle going on up here for the top five. But I'm going to tell you what, the 59 says, I'm not done with the 32. PJ Popham, he's going to set his sights on him again. He is trying to battle him as he pulls back up on the outside lane of him. As he's looking at it, he's looking on the inside here as they head off into the turn. The Rockstar machine knows he's got that 59 behind him at any time. He's going to try to dive on the inside, do some damage here. Mike T. Bruno's trying to hang on. It's a very good battle going on up front between all these five cars right now.
Yeah, Sawyer Ott is pushing Tommy Haynes down the straightaway.
Well, as he's pushing him down the straightaway, these guys are pushing each other up. Let's go back out to where you got. Maybe he wants a bite out of the sub machine right now. You're right, the DeWalt machine, he's got that drill, man, going out there trying to fix something. And he says, look, if there's a fire, we're going to push it out. The 35 machine's right behind the 17. And right behind him, Robbie Buckner in that 90. So good battles all over this track so far, Aiden.
Well, certainly Sawyer Ott was trying to get a bite maybe out of a sub or just Tommy Haynes' rear deck lid, but he certainly did it. And Tommy Haynes is in the wall.
Oh, wow, yes he is. Tommy Haynes is up into the wall just a little bit there. Man's trying to pancake that side.
Maybe he's just trying to feed the crowd some good old subs.
Absolutely, there you go. Why not, man? Tastes good, yummy too at the same time. Awesome right here. There you go. It takes two to make a thing go right. Yeah. I want to rock right now.
I wish.
Yeah. I know what George is talking about. Rob Bass and Company. There you go. Do you know anything about that, Aiden?
Nope. At least I know what Kid is, unlike Ryan Daniels.
There you go. I hear you. When you talk about Sawyer Ott, man, Sawyer Ott put that 35 right up under the back end there, the 17. You said he's pushing him. Now they're side by side coming off the turn. Sawyer's on the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the turn here. If he can outbrake him getting into him, and he does, he's going to be able to clear him that time by and get it going in there. Now they're going to try to take it 3 wide. The 90 says, look, I'm going to follow in the footsteps of the 35 right there and see if I can't make this move like he did. He's going to have to get it going there. Here we go. Is he going to be able to hold on to the inside? Nope. He falls off just a little bit. Good battle going on back here for 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Yeah, it is. It just looks like the inside just can't get up off the turn yet. So it might just be a little bit loose. Yeah,
and you're right. It seems like they can't get up there. Chris Matthews says Jock Jams. There you go. Yeah. It's you're right. Looks like it can't get off the turn. You can get in there in the inside. Wow.
Yeah, I'm back up here with the leaders. It looks like PJ Popham is wanting a bite out of the Sim Spec PC Towers cars.
Yes, he does. He's looking on the inside right there. Mike T. Bruno is going to see if he can't actually make that pass as it's getting along. Like you said, he's got the inside lane, not the preferred lane. And Run DMC, yeah, well, we know who they are. That's way back in the 80s, too, my man. That takes it back into my time right there. So, I'm with you.
Yeah, PJ's trying to do what I did at Texas in the trucks. It might not work at New Hampshire.
No, it's not. But right, if he can get a run going in very strong going in and clear him in the middle of the turn, then he probably will be able to make that pass. Yeah, the song you were singing wasn't Run DMC. That was actually Rob Bass and Company.
Yeah, and if PJ gets underneath Mike, he just needs to be careful not to slide up and door slam because then they're both in the wall.
Yeah, that's another thing you got to be mindful of. If you try to, you got to get that pass done. Looks like you're trying to set him up again here to make that pass. It's very frustrating here, Aiden. As you know, you might be faster than the guy, but you've got to have very, very patience here and methodically see if he makes a mistake. It is a long way away. We're at lap 69 of 190. So you got to be very patient here. Even though you might think you're quicker than him, it's just very hard. It's with a single groove style track that you got to be very patient about it.
Yeah, that's certainly very hard, especially from a driver's standpoint. You want to just hit him in the rear bump, get him out of your way, but you got to be very patient with him.
Yep. And we'll quote some Run DMC. It's tricky, 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 tricky. SD. Yeah, there you go. That's Run DMC for you there, George. I'll take it back into today. So Tricky, as he comes off the turn, hangs on to it. PJ popping, slid, lost that thing, no caution. Might be one if you can't get going. Single car spin, didn't hit anything, so that's good on his end. He gets off to the off-road, so no caution. That's going to hurt, though, man, by being no caution coming out.
Yeah, that certainly is. It just looked like one of those circumstances where he just got into the power too much and just looped it at it too.
Yeah, he did. He was trying to get up there. Like I say, you got to be very patient. Well, Mike T. Bruno's trying to close in on the leader here. Might be a tad bit quicker, so to speak, but he's going to have to be patient. As right now, we go back here, Sawyer Ott and Tommy Haynes. They're still battling it out as old number 17's been able to get right there. Yeah, do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, that's right, the Humpty Dance.
Yeah, Mike T. Bruno has caught Tyler Justice for the lead.
Well, we've already seen here catching and passing is two different things.
Yes, it is, especially in New Hampshire. It is very hard to pass.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. Hard to pass. You got to be very patient. Even though you might seem like you're faster than the other guy, you got to be very patient on about trying to get around him. Set him up just right. We saw that.
That got very close with that lap car.
Yes, it did. They got around him pretty good right there, though. It was able to maneuver around him, so to speak. As old Spence Thompson's now looking on the inside there, the number 2 man of Mike T. Bruno. It opened the door up for him. Let's see if he can't get anything done. We'll see. He can't get it done. If you're not able to stay with him, man, by the time you get to end the turn, the middle of the turn, you might as well forget about getting out there.
Yeah, that's
George.
what it's looking like.
Go ahead. Oh, you fine? Go ahead, Aiden.
That's what it's looking like. It looks like the tires are just starting to go away and it's getting tighter.
Yeah, right now, and you just saw Mike T. Bruno come off the turn, almost just like what the PJ did. Lost that thing just about as he came off the turn. So you're right, tires could be playing a factor here soon. As we're on a pretty darn good long green flag run here at New Hampshire Speedway, Monday Night Thunder Series, Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine here. We're at New Hampshire, the short track. I got Aiden Young up here in the booth with me. This is home track. He can give us all kinds of insights about how to get around this place.
Yeah, it is one of the certainly trickiest tracks besides the tricky triangle on iracing. It takes a lot of patience.
And patience is one thing you have to have here. And usually it's another thing that's out front here. What's going on, Tracy? How you doing, man? Out there as always, that's the mother of Tyler Justice. Love to see her out here, man, hanging out. Family members, I always like that. Watching them come out here and support. Good battle, like I say, for second place going on right here, because Spence Thompson looks like he might try that. And I'll tell you what, Sawyer Wright, Tommy Haynes, and Robbie Butner, them three guys ain't gave up on each other yet.
Yeah, they certainly have. It looks like all the tires are starting to go away, so it's even harder to make a pass. Then you got lap traffic playing a factor, so that makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, lap traffic always, when it plays a factor, definitely makes it a heck of a lot harder.
Yeah, it looks like Tommy Haynes hungry for some DeWalt tools, so we'll see.
Yeah, DeWalt's, man, right there. And I tell you, we have still got a battle going on back here for the 5th, 6th, well, 6th, 7th, and 8th spot. Right now, the DeWalt machine, he is under fire by the sub. They're going to split the lap car, and Tommy gets into him. Oh, I don't know if that was a good move or not. But, wow, a good driving job, because they were able to hang on to it.
Yeah, that was certainly a great driving job by them guys. It just looked like Tommy Haynes got in there way too hot and just made contact.
Yeah, he did. He tried to split in the middle between the lap car, and that's sometimes a hard thing. Once you commit to that, though, you got to go for it. And the problem being is it just did not pay off here in the short style track. Just not what you want to see. So that kind of broke that up a little bit. So back up front here, Tyler Justice still a man in charge. Got Mike T. Bruno there. Spence Thompson sitting in second. Or third, excuse me. David Levine fourth. Michael Redding fifth. Sawyer Ott sixth. Robbie Butner and them back there. So going to see if they can all get back up here and race it out just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's just starting to pitch. They look like they've been on a very long run, so we might see some green flag stops here in a little bit.
Absolutely. How far do you think you have to go on a green flag stop here, Aiden?
I think you can go at least 40 to 50 laps, depending on how hard you drive it, but you can certainly stretch that fuel here since you're off the gas so long. Certainly stretch it.
Okay, well, as a driver, what would you do?
Well, I would try to stretch it, but depending on how many laps and how the tires are, you can certainly short pit, but I wouldn't advise it.
Okay, well, good deal. I haven't raced that much here to know how to do this, but it's a good race so far, and you're right, we're about to have probably some green flag stops here.
Yeah, it just looks like everyone's stretched out now, so it's pretty calm out there on the track.
Yeah, it is, right. And, you know, we got a few battles going on. Actually, we see right there Andrew Kennelly, Jason Alexander. They're all right there in the group. As a couple lap down cars back here in the back. Craig Lerman's right there in 20th. Just kind of fielding through this field right here. So go back up front. You know, Tyler's been in command of this one, and Mike T. Bruno's been right there. He's fallen off just a little bit. He's got his hands full, though, with Spence Thompson there.
Yeah, he does, but it's so hard to pass someone here that I just don't know if Spence has enough to get around him.
I got you. I don't know, because I really didn't watch that show very much, George. I'd have to goggle that one. That's a Google reference, by the way, folks. Well, you know what we like doing here, Aiden? This guy's a pretty good racer so far. We like, man, and coming up here, man, OSR Network. We like to say, It's time for the speed cam and send these things around, let people see what they can see with these guys, all the action and stuff here. So let's bring out the speed cam for them.
Let's do it.
All right, folks, well, I'll tell you what, man, if that does not get your heart pumping, your blood pressure up a little bit, your hair jumping up and down in the arms, I don't know what will, because that's some exciting, awesome racing right there and a thunder sound heading around here. And if you do have a condition with your hair jumping up and down your arm, please record that. I want to see it on YouTube, but you might want to go see a doctor afterwards, because usually that's not a good sign. And, well, dancing hair on your arm, I don't know. Interesting, but nonetheless, hey, but as we always say, if it don't make you excited, go watch golf. Speaking of golf, you can. OSR Network, because I got a golf game, and you can play it. Actually, a pretty cool game, is we got a pass for second place.
Yes, we do, Joe. I just watched it live. It was a very clean pass by Spence Thompson.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's right. Go see your doctor. Yeah, hee haw, man. Love that show. And you made another, and you were gone. Oh, Georgia's throwing back all the good old back in the days. I hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, Spence Thompson made a pass on Mike T. Bruno. Like you said, it looks like these guys are on a long green flag run here. Tyler Justice got a 1.7 second lead so far. Mike Bruno's just doing the pass. Tires might be playing a factor here a little bit, or wearing out just a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly looks like the tires are going away, because I just watched Mike T. Bruno. His lap times keep getting slower or faster.
Yeah, right now, fastest man on the track's actually Tyler Justice right now, still maintaining with lap times. I'm looking, seeing if anybody else. Spence Thompson's able to pick it up just a little bit, so yeah.
Yeah, these guys are all spread out doing an excellent job tonight.
Yeah, right now, I'll tell you what, looks like we're having some people go in for some green flag stops. Watch Tommy Haynes back out here. He's in a good battle. He's trying to go around right there, Robbie Buckner. He's looking on his back deck lid. So he's having his hands full. I'll tell you what, let's ride along here. The dash cam, see what he sees going out the front side of that windshield. Like this camera angle, because it kind of gives us a good idea of what y'all doing go to work inside them vehicles.
Yeah, it certainly is a lot of work inside these vehicles. I know from experience, it's a lot of work.
Absolutely. Well, I want to appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. As always, good race going on. It's Tyler Justice in command up front. Well, on a good long green flag run here. We've had a lot. Got Aiden Young up here from Hurricane Motorsports in the booth with me. John wasn't feeling well tonight, so hey, Aiden said I'm not doing anything. I said, come on up here in the booth. Why not? Make Ryan W. Daniels jealous.
He's always jealous, Joe. You know him.
Yeah, I know. We'll pray for him. Well, right now, looking like a good battle here, right along with Tommy Haynes. It's all over the back deck lid there at the 90 machine. He's definitely got that high line, just cannot get the grip going in.
Yeah, it's very hard to get grip when you're on very old tires, and it just tends to get loose.
Yeah, it does. Well, you can see it. He gets a drive going in, and it just pushes up the track, and he ain't able to maintain that grip coming off. So he's able to get there to the back bumper, but able to make the pass is another thing.
Yeah, they certainly are two different stories when it comes to this track. It's either you get in the person or you don't. You just gotta be patient.
Absolutely. That's right, Roy Clark, man. Buck Owens, good deal. Yeah, I remember him. I just don't remember the names. I remember the guys and all that back in the day there, George. Ryan said ain't jealous. He's up here, man, enjoying it so much. Did you ever get your sandwich, Ryan? Or whatever it is you said you were looking for?
He's probably still sitting on the couch waiting for the delivery person.
That's what I say. That's what he said he was looking for earlier. Ooh, they ran up on a lap car. Robbie Butner and Tommy Haynes did.
Yeah, but great job by all of them guys, just being patient, getting around them.
Yeah, they did. Right now, boy, look at the run the 17 gets. Just not able to make it. Like you said, that's good patience right there on him. He got a run right up into him. Could have gotten to the back end of him. Now, I got to ask, Aiden, you can't pass a guy coming here at the last laps. Do you do the bump and run?
It depends how bad you want to get the spot, or you just want to get a good finish. It's all on driver preference.
All right. Well, as a driver, what would you do?
Most generally, I would maybe give the bump and run, but most generally, I'll just stay behind him and get a good finish.
I hear you. Well, good deal. I'm running your cat over, so how's that?
That's fine.
Look at that, man. Tommy Haynes made the pass on him. Got around him, because here comes Terry Mason. I think he's on little newer tires.
Yeah, he might be.
Tortillo, Alfredo, and mac and cheese bites. What in the world is that, man?
It's something Massachusetts people eat, you know, Joe? It's Ryan. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, really? Wow.
Yeah, I know my team owner is not too good with what he eats, but...
What if having just an old-fashioned cheeseburger?
I don't know. I still eat them, so those are pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, or some Vienna sausages or something.
I make a pretty mean Southwestern burger, so if that counts, that's good.
There you go, absolutely. Well, we got a good battle going on about to start here between the 6th or 7th and 8th spot. That's Robbie Butner, Terry Mason. Terry Mason's been able to pull up there on the back deck lid of that number 90 machine and looking good so far.
Yeah, all these guys are looking really good so far, just being patient.
George says it's also good. I'll take your word for it, George.
Old Ryan Daniels says it's a soup. I don't know, that don't sound like a soup, Ryan.
Yeah, I've never heard of it, but okay. Sounds good. We'll take your word for it. Well, what we definitely need to take a word for is we got a good battle going on here between 7th, 8th, and 9th place. It's Tommy Haynes, Terry Macy, Robbie Buckner right there. They're all back nose to tail, but they have caught Michael Redding. Tommy Haynes is going on the inside. Like I said, I think tire wear right now is becoming a factor.
Yeah, certainly tires are starting to become a factor. It looks like they're just going away.
Yeah, we can see that with the number 2 right there. It's PJ Sturgeon. PJ Popham, man, the first man a lap down is going to pop in the picture right there, so to speak. And he's trying to run him down. But look at Michael Redding struggling a little bit on those tires. What's going on, Waylon? Davis Richards, how you doing out there, fellas?
Oh, what's up, Waylon Ham Lamb?
Yeah, that's Waylon Boot.
Ah, is it now?
That's what his girlfriend calls him.
Ah, I still call him Waylon Hammy Ham Lamb.
Hammy Ham, that's right. Right now, we don't got too much hammy ham going on the track. We got a lot of good racing though. As Terry Mason right there in the 7th spot is trying to hang on to it. Robbie Buckner is hanging into the 6th spot. Tommy Haynes is sitting up in 5th. Like we just said before, I think we haven't seen it yet, but we're actually going to see probably some green flag stops here soon. We're at lap 104 of 190. We're clicking them off pretty quickly here. As Spence Thompson is running down old Tyler Justice up there. Tyler Justice had like a 1.7 second lead. Now that lead's been cut into by like half. He's only 4/10 away. Probably some lap traffic's doing it there, but as you know, it can be anything.
Yeah, it might be just that Spence just saved his tires better than Tyler. It's New Hampshire, you just never know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Right now we've got a lot of guys who have made the green flag stops. The leaders have not. So my next question is it still a two-stop race, or if they make one stop, can they go the whole way?
If they stop right here, I think they can go to the way if they might be able to stretch it, but I'm not too calm on how far we can go on a tank of fuel here. I haven't raced here in forever.
Okay, well, it looks like we've only had a couple cautions here tonight. Right now, it's been really good. Like I say, it just seems like Tyler Justice out there is, hanging on to it a little bit. And Spence Thompson's right there, been in 2nd spot. Mike T. Bruno is in the 3rd. David Levine 4th. Tommy Haynes sitting in 5th. Robbie Buckner there in 6th. Terry Mason 7th. Jason Alexander 8th. Though Michael Reddy fell back in the 9th spot. Round out top 10, Gordon Larson. So, and then the last man on the lead lap, we injured Kennelly until we go to the 12th spot. PJ was first car lap down, but got a lot of that. What's going on, Dale? How you doing out there? As always, want to appreciate everybody stopping in, man, and saying hey, and checking out this good racing we got going on. Good long green flag racing let's take it back up front, because it looks like Spence Thompson has ran down our leader. He's about 2/10 off of him, Aiden.
Yeah, and I just watched David Levine actually hit the wall, so tires must be playing into a factor.
Yeah, tires have definitely got to be. These guys be out there, got to be screaming at their crewmen, going, hey, look, please, I need some. I'll tell you, we just saw Spence Thompson come off there. Wow. Yeah, that's right. Appreciate you coming out. If you like what you see, hit a like, hit a sub. We like that, man. Our accountant out there, John Marine, the man, he's definitely working up the numbers as always. He keeps an eye on it. And if you got 10 men to come, like to see George Ray. Like to see all people out there supporting it. Definitely coming out here, man, and definitely checking out this awesome racing, because these guys put on a good show here. We're at New Hampshire Speedway for the Monday Night Thunder Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. And I got Aiden Young up here for the first time in the booth. Young man's been wanting to get up here, and I said, hey, here you go. John T. Wimmer's a little feeling under the weather tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see, though, because we're on a long green flag run here, when they're going to come in, and then if they can take it all the way to the end.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting who can stretch their tires and fuel all the way. It's really going to be interesting. You never know.
Well, we know a lot of guys have came in and already made their pit stop, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see. Spence Thompson is running down the leader. He's right there in his tire track, so Right there's 1 and 2 between Tyler Justice and Spence Thompson out front. It's just a thing. Spence probably not going to, I'm going to say this, might not push the issue if he gets up there, because at this point, if he tries to dive that thing on the inside, as loose as he is with those tires, he could end up spinning out.
Yeah, he might just be riding behind him, maybe thinking, saving a little fuel and saving a little bit of tires.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right, man. Out there saving a little tires. Been a little patient here, as always, and it's a good race up front so far. So, it's right. You're right, man. Hey, Dale, well, get your computer, get some iRacing. Bring it on up here.
Yeah, Dale, this is fun when you get out here. And there's a good battle between Terry Mason and Sawyer Art right now.
All right, well, let's go back here, man, check out what we got going on. You're right. That's Robbie Buckner up there, too. You got Terry Mason in the mix. Robbie Buckner's right there. So it's a good 3-car horse battle going on back there. That's for the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot.
Yeah, it looks like Sawyer Art might have took his pit stop and came down for some fresh new tires.
Well, either way, he's looking very fast, and Sawyer Ott's able to take the thing. He did, because he's a lap down. And you see the thing, good tires versus old tires, so he's able to go right by him. Right now, Terry Mason's trying to look on the high side of Robbie Buckner. That's for the 6th spot, as they try to run down old Tommy Haynes right there in the 5th spot. So up front, though, it looks like still Spence Thompson's a little bit off.
Yeah, his tires might be just going away that much that he just can't keep up with Tyler anymore.
Yeah, you've got to definitely, man, be able to save those tires, save what you got. Because in the end, look at Terry, thought better of trying to dive it on the inside because he knew that car probably would push up on the track. As he looked on the inside, the door got closed up. As they moved right there on the back deck lid of that number 17 machine to get very close, we'll see if they're going to try to make the pass back here.
Yeah, certainly they're probably going to try if they're on fresher tires. So, oh, Tommy just got way too high there.
Yeah, he did. Got way high going into the turn there. Did not open the door up enough, though, for Robbie Buckner there, Aiden. So Robbie still had to stay in the backside, just could not make that pass.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good battles back here in the back.
Well, we got a lot. We got right now 10 cars on the lead lap. And you got to go to PJ Pop in the first car lap down. So precaution was to come out. Knock on wood, did not. Hey, definitely he would get that lucky dog, so to speak, and get back on the lead lap. A lot of these guys would love for this just to cycle through the pit stops at this point and be done with it. But it's going to be their key question here is when does the leaders come in the pit here? Because we're at lap 116 of 190 in the books. So it's going to be very interesting to see here.
Yeah, they might just be thinking, let's stretch it as far as we can, see what happens, and see if we can't make it to the end on fuel.
Yep, absolutely. I'll tell you what, like I say, but I appreciate everybody coming out because, hey, I know the league does. It's a good show so far. These guys are putting on one heck of a race. Bad, fast drivers and some bad, fast cars on a bad, fast, short track here at New Hampshire Speedway. And short track racing, Monday Night Thunder style, Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a thriller here. Yeah, they've been fighting for a long time. Absolutely showing a lot of great respect, patience, and all back here. But a good battle going on for the 5th, 6th, actually 4th, 5th, and 6th, 7th spot. Now, Aiden, are you seeing anything out there differently than you would do on a track?
Not really at the moment. They're all pretty much doing what I'm running, maybe a little higher than what I'd be running, but other than that, it looks pretty good.
All right, well, good. Like I say, it's always good to get an opinion from a driver's standpoint here, so to speak, so that way we'll know what's going on. I haven't run enough here in New Hampshire to know I've run this track a little bit, but it's been a while, and I agree with you. The middle high line is probably the place to be over the course of a long run. You can try to dive it on the inside, but I don't know. I know you have to use a lot of brakes here.
Yeah, you certainly do. You back up them turns a lot when you get in such a long these guys are at. It just burns your stuff. It wears the drivers out too.
Well, you're right. It's almost like I said. It's a bigger style. I'm gonna use the reference of Martinsville because it's not quite a paperclip style race, but it's close to it. It's just a bigger one, so to speak. I mean, Martinsville obviously been a short track. They do get some awesome speeds on the straightaway here and have to bring them all the way down. As a first we sent them, bring them down in the 95-mile-an-hour range. Now they're bringing them down almost into 80-mile-an-hour range. So as tire wear goes on, you have to back that thing down a lot.
Yeah, it certainly is like a mini Martinsville, but here it's not that much banking, so that really does play a factor in how these cars handle.
Yeah, a little bit more banking than what the Martinsville would have had, but it's obviously, I say it's a bigger style Martinsville track. Still considered a short track here in retrospect, but a little bit more banking than what you'd have at a Martinsville. Martinsville's a lot flatter style of a track, doesn't have quite as much there, plus a lot shorter. We know it's almost like a drag race, you know, with 2 turns on it. So this track, you know, you got a little bit more room here, but still one groove. Look at old Tommy Haynes go way up high.
Yeah, and Joe, we got a battle for lead between Spence Thompson and Tyler Justice.
Yes, we do, right there. Spence Thompson, Tyler Justice there, trying to go door to door. Spence is trying to use that high line of that AC Delco spark plug machine, and he might get that pass as Tyler's coming in for the pits. That's what we're looking at here. So now my question to you is, how long do you think, if you're Spence Thompson out there, do you stay out there?
You might just stay out for a couple more laps, since I thought once you see Tyler Justice, usually when I look at it, I usually could try to go down when the leader goes or shortly after.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one. I definitely would agree. I would definitely go down when the leaders go down or a lap after. And here we go. This is what we was talking about. He saw enough. He's had enough. He said, hey, Tyler went in that lap. I'm coming in with him. So our leaders are cycling here for their pit stops. Now I asked you the question, Aiden. We're at lap 124 of 190. Can they make it all the way on this last stop?
I certainly think they can make it, but the guys that pitted on like lap 90 something, probably not. But if they get a late race caution, they can't. They certainly can make it.
Yeah, well, late race caution would throw everything out the door. Everything that we talked about. It's like last night, me and John was just sitting there talking about that long green flag run. And then all of a sudden the caution came out, and I said, well, everything that me and John just said, just wrap that up, throw it away in the garbage, because there that went.
Yeah, you never know when the caution's going to come out.
You know, all that strategy we were talking about, you know, it was like, well, that went out the door.
Yeah, I know how it feels to be that way. It's how we do it at Hurricane Motorsports.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so some good strategies right now. PJ Poppins has been able to get in front of Spence Thompson. He's going to take that spot right back by him. So you're right. I think the guys, Tyler Justice, Spence Thompson, are going to be the ones who can make it all the way. A lot of the other drivers now, here's my thing, though. If I pitted at lap 90, why not come into the pits now with the leaders and know I'm on the same cycle as them?
Because you never know. You might be a lap down still, and you're trying to get that lap back, but you might be thinking for a late race caution.
Yeah, true. There, that's obviously true. Well, Tommy Haynes is the man out front. Robbie Buckner right there behind him. Terry Mason sitting third. Tyler Justice back in the 4th spot. Spence Thompson's right there in the 5th spot. PJ, he's right there in 6th. And Mike T. Bruno's in 7th. So just kind of give you an idea here. Tyler Justice, by making that pit stop, he has 12.9 seconds behind the leader, Tommy Haynes, up front. So Tommy's not elected to make his pit stop yet, so it's very interesting to see.
Yeah, he might just be thinking, let's stretch it as far as we can, see if we can't get a late race caution like it did last night at Kentucky in the Truck Series.
Yeah, because we never know, man. Not expecting that. Thing about it is, a lot of these guys out here being very patient, kind of fanned out in the field right now. Got a few battles here and there, but it doesn't take much here to bring out one guy, make a mistake, get up into the wall, spin, wreck, whatnot. As well, watching old Spence Thompson right here. So Tyler Justice is making up time up there. He's about 10 seconds now behind the leader, So he's making time up in a very, very fast, awesome way, so to speak.
Yeah, and certainly with these old tires and new tires, there certainly can be somewhat of a disaster if the guy in new tires doesn't feel like being patient with the guy on old tires.
It is. Well, good battle going on for second spot here. Robbie Buckner, Terry Mason right there, and they still got the 17 in their sights up there. So all three of these guys, they've only got an 8.6 second lead over the man in fourth spot, Tyler Justice, who's just made his pit stop and sitting on some very good tires. These guys up here are a lot older tires, so they're probably hoping for a caution. Don't want to be the caution, but hoping for one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lap times. It certainly looks like they haven't pitted for a while, so.
Well, just to give you an idea, Terry's only made 2 stops. Robbie's made 2, and Tommy's made 2, and Tyler's made 3. So yeah, they're definitely on an off cycle from these guys.
Yeah, certainly they are. They might just be thinking about caution with all these old tires and.
Well, they'd have to be at this point. I mean, unless they're thinking about, well, we make a pit stop and make it all the way. That would be the only other thing that they could be thinking about.
And I just watched Tommy Haynes hit the wall in 3 and 4, so those tires are certainly weakening.
Yes, they are. You know, he's getting really up high right there, kind of getting very flirting with disaster is what I like calling it. Getting up there high and the rim ride in the eyesight here at the track. So, Pro Line sounds like the only Pro Line I know of is actually RC tires, but I don't know if that's the same. But anyways, looks like old Tommy Haynes, he's opted to come in and get his pit stop done this time.
Yes, he did. He must have been thinking, oh, I keep hitting this wall, so I might as well come down and get some fresh Goodyear tires.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it's got to. And here comes Robbie Buckner, I believe, down here on the pits also. He's seen enough, had enough, and I think he's going to, as Terry Mason goes around him.
Yep, Robbie Buckner is coming down for his pit stop.
Yep, there he goes. Going to put Terry Mason out front. As they cycle through here, it's probably going to put Tyler Justice back up front here with Spence Thompson sitting in 3rd, PJ sitting in 4th. Old Robbie Buckner right there in 5th spot.
Yeah, there are certainly a difference between fresh tires and old tires.
Absolutely. Oh, Tyler Justice almost flirted disaster. The 82 got up the wall. Well, that could have been close right there.
Yeah, that was really, really close.
Yes, it was. Boy, I'll tell you what, you had to be very, very patient there.
Yeah, he certainly had to there, or he would have been involved in a wreck, and that's not what he wants to see this late in the race.
No, it's not, because he's the leader out front with Spence Thompson. He's got a 1.4 second lead over him. And they're running lap times comparable to each other. PJ popping right there. He's sitting in 3rd. Mike T. Bruno is actually in the 4th spot. As David Levine's in 5th. Sawyer Ott 6th. DJ Hargrove's going to move it back up in the 7th. Andrew Kennelly in 8th. Jason Alexander there in 9th. And Gordon Larson runs the top 10. So good running so far here. As my dog behind me is beating my door up. Oh, what in the world he's doing?
Yeah, certainly these guys are all doing a great job tonight, being patient and everything.
Well, we've got a lot of beat up cars out there, and I think it's just a product of the track, tires, and what this place has to offer, and riding high sometimes you get into the wall.
Yeah, and that's the factor of this track. You just get a little too high and you can scrape that wall, and it's very hard to get off the wall here on iRacing.
Well, what's the viewers out there? Y'all liking what you see so far? You liking what the race is bringing? A lot of good things here. Got about 11 cars on the lead lap. Robbie Buckner's the first man lap down because he went through some green flag stops here. So let us know, man, what y'all think about what's going on out here. Favorite driver or anything we'll look at? We'll definitely give them a shout out.
Yeah, there's certainly some great paints out there tonight.
Yes, they are. Awesome paint jobs. These guys out here doing a remarkable job out here. And they're a lot better than I am when it comes to painting. That's an art form, you know.
Yeah, I'm starting to get better at it, but I like Andrew Cardinelli's paint, the red, white, and blue. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that actually looks like a really sharp one out there. There's a couple other ones I've seen. I'll flip through this field here, man. We'll find a couple of them. I'm like you. Dale said better than NASCAR. Well, this is virtual NASCAR. How's that? I tell you, these guys put on a good show, man, here as always with the Xfinity Series. And if you like shows, well, we got more of it. Tomorrow night, we got SRA Dirt Track 410 sprint action tomorrow. And then right after that, we got some more Xfinity Series at the tricky track of Watkins Glen there for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. What's going on, man? Conklin, how you doing out there? I tell you what, yeah, it's some good racing here in New Hampshire. These guys have been very patient, very racy though at that. They've gotten spread out, but I tell you what, those patience here, Aiden, as you get down to closing laps, I think it's going to go bye-bye.
Yeah, it starts to go really thin when it starts to get late in the race. People start driving harder, and you never know, you might see the chrome horn used once or twice.
Well, and that's true. I always call it the kick and run. I know it's the bump and run, but I saw it on the side of a car one time. I had to kick and run, and I said, yeah, you're going to kick the guy, man, right in the back, man, and tell him, get out the way. And then what's the old saying? Is you bump him one time, let you know there, bump him twice, move out the way, and the third time it's, well, see you later.
Yeah, that's mostly what it is, but mine is one bump, I'm there, second, you might want to be moving, then third, you are not in my way anymore.
There you go, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, Spence Thompson's running down the man out front. He's got a lot better, faster lap times, and he has been the last several laps, so he's been able to push that envelope. He did that before they went on the green flag stops. I don't know if it's so much as Tyler might be saving, or those lap cars trying to get around them. We'll see here once they clear these lap cars and see what Spence obviously can do if he can run down that man out front in the number 7 machine, the Tyler Justice. Right now, he's running in second. He's got PJ sitting in third, or Mike T. Bruno's there in fourth, David Levine sitting in fifth. So your top 5 guys are running around this track very good. So as always, great racing going on at a short track here in New Hampshire.
Yeah, and another thing to think about it, Joe, there's these guys that will sit there and hang back and actually save their tires, and here late in the run, when it gets close to lap 190, you'll actually see them start catching the leaders.
Absolutely, there you go, and that's another thing you got to think about. That's another thing Spence Thompson's doing right now. He's just a tad bit, one broadcaster sounds drunk. Well, I don't know which one of us that would be, but either one, we're definitely not drunk. Maybe a little bit overexcited. How's that?
Most generally, we're not Ryan Daniels.
Absolutely. Well, definitely not Ryan Daniels, but it's Aiden Young's first time being up here in the booth, man. I got to give him credit. The man's doing really good. On a young man up here. You ever seen him race? The guy, man, can race the lug nuts wheels right off the back end of a truck or a car or anything you put him in. And we're under caution, and guess what? Boy, that mixes up everything we've been talking about for the last 9,000 laps.
Oh, that was DJ Hargrove, not what he wanted to see late in this race.
No, it's not. I think they're talking about you, Aiden. It does sound like you're kind of like, Wait,
Maybe
you're a little tired?
Yeah, just a little.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Aiden's a late nighter, man. He's a young guy. He likes to stay out partying and all. Well,
not Ryan Daniels.
Not right. Yeah, I got you. Well, looks like DJ Benja drove it in there and got loose. Almost got the side of Gordon Larson right there, but yellow's out. So now let me ask you, what do you do now if you're the leaders?
I certainly would pit and get them fresh tires.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I'm going to have to say your name out there is entertaining, too. Tater Swift. I like that. There we go. That's what it says to me. Is that right? Is that what it says to you, Aiden?
Well, let me look.
It's in the chat. That's what I'm saying. Tater Swift. Ryan's always drunk in the booth, man. We have to watch him sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta keep lock and key under that boy.
Absolutely. Well,
Tater
you're right.
Swift.
Yep, Tater Swift. Well, you're right. The leaders did come down in the pits, but a lot of guys didn't. But they obviously were a lap down. Got caught a lap down, so yeah, Tyler and Spence both coming down. You might as well get 4 fresh Goodyears. Come on down here, get your tires, get out here and try. So this is going to mix it up a little bit here as we've been racing around here. So let's see what happens. You're the fastest potato on the circuit. I hear you. There you go. So fast potato.
Yeah, you never know, Joe. If you're lucky, you might see Milo the Moose.
Who?
Milo the Moose.
Who's a moose?
New Hampshire mascot.
Oh.
It's just Ryan Daniels dressed up in a moose suit.
Oh. I'll have to remember that.
Don't tell him I said that, guys.
Oh. Well, you know he can't hear you if he's still watching the stream.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of him. I'm faster. I can run faster.
Oh, the challenge is laid down. Uh-oh, look at that. Man, he did come up in the booth and said, I'm faster, quicker, stronger. I'm the $1 million man.
He's just like a slug on the couch.
You know what? We just came up with your nickname. Aiden Young, the $1 million man.
Ooh.
There we go. You wanted it? That's how I come up with them, folks. I watch men how guys race and listen to they act. Ryan, there you are. He's faster, he's stronger. They can make him better. It's the $1 million man, Aiden Young.
Then you better be watching out tomorrow night.
That's right. You remember that show, George, right? You're gonna make Hurricane Motorsports look like $1 million out there on the track.
Let's get Ryan Daniels faster, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, hey, look, you know, you always gotta have a guy, man, in there, kind of, you know, tell you what's going on.
He's like a rookie. We need to teach him some tricks. And it looks like we're going back green here, Joe, so we'll see.
Yep. Yes, we are, and you got some 3 bad, fast drivers up front. A lot of guys on new tires up there. Tyler Justice, Spence Thompson, Mike T. Bruno, PJ Poppin, David Levine up there, Sawyer Ott. A lot of guys up front there, so it's going to be interesting to see now everybody on new tires here.
You never know, you might even see that chrome horn just to get it to the front.
Yeah, just a little early for that. I think right now these guys are going to be very, very patient still because, you know, we still got, what, there's going to be 30 laps here left, 40 laps here when they come around here. It'll be lap 149 of 190 folks in the books at New Hampshire. Pace cars in, green flag in the air. Boy, Tyler Justice wastes no time putting a hammer to the floor on that one. Mike T. Bruno follows in the tracks right there. So Spence Thompson's going to try on the high side, see if he can't get around. So they're back at it again here. And anybody else get up there as David Levine's on the inside. As they get into each other. Huge one in the back stretch. That one, wow. That's right. The Bionic Man.
That is not what Spence Thompson and David Levine wanted to see.
No, it's not. They got into each other, man, very hard here. And the problem is, it's not very much of a self-cleaning track here. 59 and them was battling side to side, watching the replay. Just got into each other ever so slightly right there. PJ had nowhere to go. No, Tommy Haynes tried to avoid it. The 82 tried to avoid it. Wow, nowhere to go. Just let's get a different perspective from David Levine here. Yeah, here we go. The restart here. We're going to get a different view here. What's going on? Yeah, replay of this one's going to look very, very bad as they come out. Yeah, they just got together, man. Spence toss up on 2. 32's there. Good move by Sawyer Ott. Boy, I tell you what. 99 got out of that. Oh, the 32, Kingston. He got barbecued on that one. Wow, so definitely hard licks there. Good move by Sawyer though. That guy, wow, what an evasive move. So, not what they wanted to see. Still early though. They got time here, like I say, a little less than 40 laps here to go in this race. So they got plenty of time to get back up front and do something about all this.
Yeah, there's certainly plenty of time for them to get back up here. That was just one of those circumstances where the car on the inside got really tight and couldn't hold it down there anymore.
Yeah, no doubt right there. And Sawyer in that 35 did a masterful driving job to avoid that. Dove that thing, turned a hard left, and got around it. Spence Thompson did not go into the pits. Got a lot of damage on that car, so he's opted not to go in. A lot of the other guys in the back, why not? If you're 10th on back, why not go in and get some tires? Got nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, depending on how much damage you have on your car, like if it's not too bad on the front bumper, then you should be fine, but he has a lot of damage, so I don't know how much that's going to affect his speed. Certainly going to affect his handling, though.
I don't know if it'll let me go back that far, but we'll try to go back that far. We'll see if it'll let me go back. There you go. That's in the middle of the wreck. You just know where to go. Boom! Right there. Right along with the 22. Just had nowhere to go. Hard lick. Wow. Hate to see that one.
Yeah, Joe,
Yeah.
It looks like we're going back to green this time.
Yes, we are. Going back to green just in time to get it back up here. Tyler Justice still the man in charge. Mike Bruno right there in second. Sawyer Ott. Yeah, Sawyer Oat. That's what I called him one time. That's what I thought it was. John, man, bust out laughing. Said, that ain't Sawyer Oat. Man, Sawyer Ott. And I was like, okay, well, maybe he's sowing his oats out here. I don't know. Either way, he's got the DeWalt power machine in there. Made a good move, and he's going to look see if he's going to have anything for these cats up front. We'll see if that damage on Spence Thompson hurts him out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm certainly going to be looking at, is how much that hurts Spence on his handling and speed.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that much damage these guys were getting set here to go back green flag racing. We'll touch on that here in just a second, as these guys are about to put the hammer down here. As I said last night, man, Tyler Justice, when he gets it going, he's going to put the man his pedal all the way through the radiator and look like a Flintstone on crack, man, pedaling that thing around here. Awesome, man, as he takes off, and he does. He puts the nitrous boost on that 7 machine, heading into turn number 1. He's got Mike T. Bruno on his back end. Look at Sawyer Ott try to pull up on the deck lid, and Mike Bruno says it might be time now to show what I got. Let's see if I can't do anything with that 7 machine.
What a close call there between Sawyer Ott and them. That was really tight.
Jason Alexander.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. That was real tight back there. He almost got loose. Spence Thompson's on the outside there, the number 5 machine. And Jason Alexander, he is trying to bring that thing to the front. Yeah, Robbie Buckner's doing good. What's going on, Dre? How you doing? How was your race over there, man? Oh, Robbie Buckner almost got a piece of the DeWalt machine on the rear. Had to check up a little bit there. Good battle, though, side by side, door to door. Looks like the 5's going to clear him. Nope, power on the outside comes the 89 as he's going to storm on the outside there. The AC Delco, they are still wheel to wheel, side to side as they come to the line this time by.
Yeah, certainly these guys are doing an excellent job with keeping it off each other tonight.
Yeah, they are, and it still is a dogfight between those two back there. That's Spence Thompson and that man Sawyer Ott. Looks like Jason Alexander is trying to get around him if he can. He's able to get the run going into the turn. Well, he's going to be very careful with that car. He's going to get loose very quick.
Yeah, it looks like the damage isn't hurting Spence Thompson as much as we thought, so he might be proving us wrong, Joe.
Absolutely. Right now, the damage is holding up pretty good as he was able to hold off that number 5 machine of Jason Alexander on the high side there. Yeah, we're on a good long green flag run here. Just had one caution, and we went actually probably about 100 laps here, man. Some awesome green flag running. It's not over with yet, though, as there's always business, and the party's about to pick up here at the end of this one. So, well, who won your race over there, Dre? Or should I even ask? I probably should know.
Might be Tom Wetmore.
That's what I'm probably thinking. Yeah, it's been a good one so far here in New Hampshire. These guys put on an awesome show. A lot of great respect racing going on out here. They tried to use that inside line. Now again, with 10 laps to go here, obviously all that patience and the friendship and all that's going to go out the back door.
Yeah, certainly it is, Joe. It gets a lot more tense when it gets to the end of the race.
Yeah, it does, right there. Well, I tell you what, Aiden, you're going to splash your face with some water, man. You're going to fall asleep on us over there, are you?
No, I'm not.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. Look at Tommy Haynes dive that thing. That's what you got to do if you want to make the inside work. Dive it on the inside hard like there and make that pass. Look good. Go 89. That's right. Spence Thompson looking good out there. As we're back here, man, watching Robbie Buckner and company. Good battling, a nose to tail, man, racing going on back here.
Yeah, certainly there's action.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, certainly there is action all over this racetrack at the moment since we're getting close to the end of the race.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't feel bad for Aiden. If he falls asleep and starts snoring, I'll mute his mic.
I'm not Ryan Daniels.
Oh, I hear you, man. You doing good, man. Having fun up here?
Oh, yeah. It's always fun to be up here.
Absolutely. Right now, Sawyer Ott, man, is all over the back deck litter. That man and the 89 machine and third place Spence Thompson and Mike T. Bruno is running in the tire tracks of the 7. He's trying to think whether or not he can get anything done or maybe just set him up here for the final closing laps here because we're 161 of 190 so far.
Yeah, Mike T. Bruno must be wearing out his tires going that hard to try to get around Tyler Justice.
Well, I got to look. They are teammates up there, and it's going to play a factor if they get side, up there nose to tail on each other, what he will do.
Yeah, certainly towards the end of the race, that teammate thing goes pretty much out the window.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, you're right. That's usually what happens. It goes out the window. Now, Mike Bruno's right there in striking distance of Tyler Justice, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can pull right up there on the back deck lid of him, maybe get him a little bit wiggly, take the air off that spoiler and see. And we don't want to see no pile-ups in turn 2.
Yeah, and then again, Joe, he might just be putting enough pressure on Tyler just to see if he can't make Tyler mess up.
Well, you're right. That's another thing when you think about it. He could be putting enough pressure on the man to make him mess up out there. So, absolutely. Does he have a high, manly voice? Yeah, Ryan does sometimes.
I thought his is more like a girl voice, but...
Well, he gets a little excited, so... All right.
Yeah, you don't hear him in the race like I do, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not in the team channel.
Well, certainly you could be, but you're up in the booth.
I'm up in the booth all the time. Well, right now, Mike T. Bruno's trying to close a gap in here. So we're knocking time down here with lap 165 and 190. I'm going to have about 25 more laps to go here in this one. And I know that sounds like a long time, a lot of laps. Not a lot of laps here at New Hampshire because, they're clicking off times at 30 laps a second. So we're doing 2 laps a minute. Look at that run Tommy Haynes did on the outside of the 5. Boy, he threw a submachine up in there and is going to try to drive that thing off the turn. Wow, what a move.
Yeah, he did. I'm watching this battle up towards the front between Mike T. Bruno and Tyler Justice. This is starting to get pretty good up here.
Yeah, it is. Those guys, he's riding in his tire tracks right now, and I think he's just setting him up there, Ryan. Right now, though, man, Robbie Buckner made the pass over Tommy Haynes, and here comes Mr. Evel Knievel, and he just overdrove that thing. And you want to talk about saving a car. Wow. Now we can start to see guys are getting a little bit, trying different things to try to get around guys here.
Yeah, certainly they're going to try everything they can to get up there and try to fight for the win.
Well, right now we're also, the guys are diving it more harder in the turns to see if they can hold it. And that's what I'm talking about. Business is picking up here in the front. It's run what you run here very soon as these guys, man, are looking good. Evel Knievel himself, Michael Redding, drives that car in low as hard as he can on the inside of Tommy Haynes. They come off to turn 4 right there. Nose to tail, he has to think better of it. Just cannot make that pass work. But right now, he's definitely got a bad, fast number 2 machine.
Yeah, certainly he does.
Yeah, right now, he's coming off the turn again here to turn number 2. He's going to look on that inside line there.
Yeah,
awesome,
there's so
man.
much action.
Look, Dre said he found somebody else to play golf. That's right. Me and Dre, we have our golf game. We get it going on.
Golf with friends, I'm guessing.
No, we got it's called the Golf Club 2. It's a cool game. It's actually, I played the first one, and it's actually pretty good. Well, that you bring an interesting thing up there, Chris. We were talking about it. Will the bump and run play a factor? And would Mike T. Bruno even think about doing that? That's another thing. You know, their teammates, they're up front, so you got to look at that in a sense and say, okay, what do you have to do there? Right now, man, Tommy Haynes and Robbie Buckner, Michael Redding, they got Terry Mason. All 4 of these cars are in a flat battle war going on back here.
Yeah, certainly they're having a good battle. They're all just being sort of patient and trying to keep it off each other.
Yep, well, Tommy Haynes dives on the inside, takes that spot away from the 90 machine. Robbie's going to try to do a crossover. Coming out of the turn, they are side by side. This time down the back stretch, actually front stretch. Robbie's got the nose out front, made that crossover clear. But nope, here comes the Firehouse trying to fire it back on the outside. He's got that high line, the preferred groove. These 3 cars back here, I don't know if they're going to think about taking the 3 wide, but wow, look at the crossover by the 90. Made that thing stuck and run with it.
Yeah, certainly the heat's picking up back here between these 3.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the Golf Club too, man. I tell you what, it is a pretty good, yeah, chatting it up. It's not bad. It's a pretty good game. Look at the 90 machine. Boy, Evel Knievel looked evil right there. Wow, what a move on his part. Tommy's in the wall back there. You can tell the intensity is picking up here in the front side on what you got to do out here on the track in New Hampshire, because we're at lap 172 of 190. Got 18 laps to go. Going to be 17 this time by. I hear you. Well, I haven't played much, but yeah, there you go. Y'all just let me know when y'all want to play, man. I'll try to get on. Well, Tommy Haynes is tearing that wall down. Oh, we got a car in the wall in the back there. Looks like Andrew Kennelly.
And you got to think, if a caution does come out, that's going to change this whole race.
Yes, it does, because you come in and get 4 tires instantly right there. As we're getting down here to the closing laps, we're going to have, what is 15 laps to go this time by. Going to be less than 10 here pretty soon.
Yeah, they're logging off laps, and they're logging them off quick.
Yeah, right now, Tyler Justice is pulling away from Mike T. Bruno up the front side there.
Yeah, he is. Mike T. Bruno's tires might just be going away that just enough. They just can't get not going anymore.
Absolutely. Right now, Robbie Buckner still looking very good right there in that spot. He's still got Tommy Haynes. Been a very good battle right here for the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot. As Tommy Haynes looking on that outside again. He's trying to get another run. Oh, he had to in the wall, but I think the number 90 closed the door up just a little bit.
He's scraping that wall paint off.
Yeah, he is up there flattening the whole side of that sub machine up.
He's trying to flatten the subs out.
There you go, flatten the sub out. Make us have a flat sub.
Flatbread.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Well, up front here, Jason Alexander's kind of ran down Sawyer Ott right there, who's in the 4th and 5th spot. You got Spence Thompson out there, lonely man, but Tyler Justice has been able to run away with this one.
We do have lap traffic coming up for Tyler Justice, so that might play a factor into Mike T. Bruno catching him.
Yeah, it will, absolutely. It'll actually help him get up there, maybe help him save a little bit of tires. He won't have to run as much here as we're still watching this battle going on back here in the back. And it has been a doozy as we're closing in on the final laps here. I have about 12 more to go this time by. We'll be lap 178 of 190. Been a good one here at New Hampshire Speedway. Monday Night Thunder Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. Oh, Tyler Justice up front. He's definitely doing what he has to do to hang on to this one.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he just drove it way up high, but it didn't hurt him that much.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that he'd want to do is drive that thing right into a wall.
Those things do not move.
No, they don't. Might look like a softer barrier. The problem is it's not very soft, and when you hit it, it's like a, well, it's like a wall.
It's like a rock. Don't move, and it is really hard.
There you go. Well, he is trying to modulate through the lap traffic up there. Old Tyler Justice looking good. Mike T. Bruno still sitting in second. And 1 and 2 for the golf club. Yep, on the PC. They actually make it for the consoles too if you want to play it on that. I actually have part 1 on my console. I bought part 2 for my PC, so I enjoyed playing. It's fun. It's a fun game. It really is fun, relaxing, something to do. And I always make the comment of it's golf. It's about as exciting as, you know. I mean, you're knocking balls around, put them in holes. I mean, you know, come on.
You can think you're Tiger Woods.
Yeah, there you go. Tiger Woods. Yeah. Just don't drink like him. You'll be all right. Ah, that was wrong. I know. I'm bad. What's not bad, though, is this battle going on between Robbie Buckner, Tommy Haynes, and Terry Mason. These guys have been put on a good show so far. Boy, I'll tell you what, Tommy Haynes had to go to an evasive action right there for something to miss something.
Yeah, and Jason Alexander has caught Sawyer Ott, and he's trying to make the pass on him right now.
Yeah, he is. Look at old Robbie Buckner up there in the front there trying to make that pass on PJ. He's a lap down. Got his car a little tore up, man. Hate to see that on his end. Riding along with Tommy Haynes here in the dash cam. He's back up on that backside there, Robbie Buckner. Let's go up to the front here where you're talking about. As that's old Jason Alexander. He's on the backside there, the DeWalt machine of Sawyer Ott.
Yeah, he is all over working whatever line we can.
There he is. Trying to find where he can set that car up and maybe move up in there.
Yeah, it's all about running where the other cars aren't. That's where all the grip is.
Yeah, 10 laps to go here. 8 laps now. At this one's going to be here. 2 scenarios, folks. Obviously, lap 190 ends it. They get to lap 186. A caution comes out. That ends it. So, got to keep that in the back of your mind here as racers. But these guys are getting a little bit more racier. Trying things they weren't trying earlier on. Tyler Justice is just checking out here, and right now the battle's for third spot between the 3rd and 4th place. Sawyer Ott's got his hands full with that 5 machine on his inside. The 5 goes low. Almost lost that thing in the inside. That's going to be the 35 here. So these guys, man, are duking it out right there for the 3rd and 4th. Man, tell you what, Sawyer Ott almost took that wall down, but the pass was made by the 5.
Yeah, the heat is certainly picking up for that 3rd spot right now.
Yeah, it is, and absolutely the number 5 made the pass on him. He's going to set sights a little bit too far away to try to maybe run down that man in 2nd spot. We're going to have to see, because right now Mike T. Bruno, he's about 1.5 behind that man out front, the 7 machine. Tyler Justice, who's just got a lock on this field. He's led most of it, 159 of these laps, put it on pole. He's out front all night long, so right there. Jason Alexander sitting in 3rd. Sawyer right there in fourth. Right behind him, got old Michael Redding, the Evil Knievel machine. So I think your battle's going to end up being right here between third, fourth, and fifth spot, because Tommy Haynes is bound to move that thing back up there.
Yeah, certainly. Just too far. Tyler Justice has gone down for Mike T. Bruno to catch him now.
Yeah, he would have to mess up, man. He's just got to be very patient right here. Absolutely, got to bring the wheels home on that thing too. Look at Tommy Haynes move up on the back end there, Mr. Evil Knievel. And the two dives it on the inside of the 35. Sawyer there is going to go side to side coming out of the turn. Right there, Sawyer holds that outside line and crosses the line for lap 186 or 190 in the books. Caution comes out this point, it's over. Now you got the 17 and 2 locked together in a dead heat side to side. Man, what's this one going to be here? Is there wheel to wheel in the front and door to door right behind them?
Yeah, they just want to make sure they don't wreck each other or it's going to end it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Going to end it in true. But look at a 17 make a power move. He said, I went around both of you. Then he goes high, 3 wide for these guys. You've got to be kidding me. Boom, and there you go. They're in each other. Wham, whammo. It's a huge one. Caution's out. That's going to end this race. Holy cow, we saw that brewing back there, Aiden. Those guys were racing hard and very, very hard there. Let's go back on the replay here and catch that one here, because we saw Tommy Haynes drove past the 2, then he drove past the 35 here, got it. Michael Redding drove past the 35, then they went 3 wide, which is never going to work to begin with here. Not too much anyway. Yeah, it's just, that's a disaster waiting. Well, when Tommy went there, he had to go high. Sawyer on the inside. They came out of turn number 4 here, side to side. Just the cars got together, locked up in the wall. Oh, Terry Mason hit something there. Just was a bad hit altogether. Caution out. Tyler Justice, though, is going to pull this one off here up front. Mike T. Bruno is going to be in second. Jason Alexander is going to survive that and send it home in third. What a finish to a race here tonight.
Yeah, that was an excellent finish between everyone. They all did a great job tonight.
Yes, they did. An absolutely wonderful job here. Maybe a little tempers might be a little flared afterwards, but hey, you know, it's short track racing. You got to go for it.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do there. It was just good 3-wide racing, and it didn't end up like they wanted.
Yep, that's right. Did not end up the way that they definitely wanted to see it end up, but nonetheless, you're right. 3 wide, good racing here. And I'd let you interview our third place man, Jason Alexander, when he gets up here. Let them all get up here in the team speak. We'll move them all down here.
Yeah, and is anyone going to beat them Sim-Spec cars?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, they look bad fast tonight. They're definitely out there leading a lot of laps and definitely got it going on. As always, though, man, hats off to Tyler Justice. Mr. Excitement. He did it exciting right there. And we're going to call the Iron Man, Mike T. Bruno, behind him. He definitely looked like it as he was up there trying to do everything he could to run down that 7 machine. Just didn't have enough time to get it done. And Jason Alexander been able to survive and pull it off in a 3rd place finish tonight.
Yeah, he did. He certainly ran his race and came out with a good finish.
Yes, he did. We're going to see what... Just watching right here, just watching them do their laps here, obviously under caution. White flag is out here, folks. And gonna be interesting, I tell you. Gonna be some very, very happy guys here tonight.
Yeah, there's gonna be some happy guys, and there might not be some happy guys either.
Yeah, you're always gonna have that. It's just racing. You know, you got you guys, man, that thrilled to death over it. Some guys, man, hey, you know, it is what it is. Short track racing, but there you go. Checkered flags out for that man. And Tyler Justice pulling off the win here tonight at New Hampshire Speedway. And Mike T. Bruno did everything he possibly could do to try to run him down. Just didn't have enough to get it done in the closing laps. and old Jason Alexander able to hang on. So as soon as we get them up here in the team speak area, we'll get these guys down here, get an interview with them, get a talk with them, and it's going to be awesome.
Yes, it will be.
I want to appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. As always, we'll be here tomorrow night. We'll be here on YouTube, Facebook, or YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, plus iRacing Live for the SRA at 7:15, guys. Actually, 7:05, my bad. iRacing Live, SRA Dirt Series, Showtime Shootout, 410 sprints. Definitely looking forward to that. Then right after that, doubleheader. That's right, at 8:50, we got the boys from ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Watkins Glen, road course action, and the Xfinity cars. So check them out as always. I'm waiting for Jason Alexander, Mike Bruno, and Tyler Justice to come up here in the team speak.
I will be out there tomorrow night at Extremes Motorsports 99 too.
Yes, you will. You'll be racing in that one tomorrow and Thursday night.
That is right. Press my luck.
Alright, well, I just got confirmation Jason doesn't have TeamSpeak, but I tell you what, we will definitely get a word in with him sometime. We definitely want to try to get a word in with him, and I want to congratulate him for his third place. I do know that Mike T. Bruno and Tyler Justice do. So we'll put them down in the waiting room. I'm waiting for Mike T. Bruno to come up in here. Let's see if we can't get Mike T. Bruno up here. That's what we're waiting on right now. I'll tell you, while we're waiting, let's go through our results order here right fast. Tonight's winner, Tyler Justice, puts it in the books. Mike T. Bruno starting second. Jason Alexander finished third. Sawyer Ott fourth. Robbie Buckner fifth. Terry Mason sixth. Gordon Larson seventh. Tommy Haynes in eighth. Smith Thompson in ninth. And Craig Lerman in 10th. And we've got the 11th place, Derek Robinson 12th. This is Michael Redding. PJ Popham there in 13th. Mark Rickard in 14th. Ronald White 15th. Jared Beasley 16th. David A. Levine 17th. Andrew Kennelly 18th. DJ Hargrove 19th. Billy Hargrove rounds in the 20th. 21st, Jason Burgess. John Barron, 22nd. Bradley P. Wilson, 23rd. Cody West rounds out 24th. And listen, Mike T. Bruno's in the chat now. Let's see. Still don't see him. So, Bradley, if you can hear me, bring up that man, Mike T. Bruno, if you can. I'll go ahead and let's bring up our winner for the night here, Tyler Justice, and get to talk to him. Wait a minute. Is that him? Okay. You want to talk with Mike T. Bruno?
Sure.
All right, let's bring him up. Second place man.
Mike T. Bruno, Aiden Young up in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
Aiden, I got you, buddy.
Well, Mike, you had a great race tonight. How'd your car feel? How'd the night go?
Oh, the car, it was tight, and more tight, but, you know, I could ask for a little bit more. I could ask for the win, but it was an awesome night altogether. They have MR Motorsports 123. That's amazing. Congrats to Tyler on the win, and yeah, just didn't have enough for him there in the long run, and thought I could have got him at the end on that last restart, but he kept it out front.
Well, you did an excellent job tonight, and I gotta ask, how was the tire wear out there?
Oh my God, it was terrible. After that first long run, I think my right front was down to 45. I mean, I was pushing it pretty hard, but yeah, it was definitely killing him on the long run.
Well, Mike, congrats on your third place finish. Anyone you gotta thank out there?
Thanks, Aiden. Yeah, definitely. I want to thank my sponsor, SimSpec PCs. They make some great computers, man. Go out and get you one. They'll definitely do anything you want to do as far as sim racing, anything like that. thank all my teammates, my team, MR Motorsports, Mike Redding, Tyler Justice, Dave Levine, Jason Alexander, Burgess, all them guys. If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize. Thank Bradley and Michael for putting this thing on, and thank you and Joe for what you guys are doing tonight. Appreciate it.
All right, man, absolutely. I'll tell you what, it's an awesome finish there between y'all two. So good luck. Hey, man, congratulations again there, Mike.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it, bud.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I'll tell you what, now let's run down here to Victor Lane. And also want to give a hats off to Jason Alexander. I'm not going to get to talk to him tonight, but we will definitely try to get a talk to him next week. Want to give a hats off to him finishing third here tonight. Let's go get our winner here tonight, Tyler Justice. Tyler Justice, Joe in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, Joe.
I'll tell you what, you're bad fast out there tonight. Put it on pole. That number 7 bad fast machine. Call you Mr. Excitement. Definitely exciting there. You had Mike T. Bruno in your tire tracks, a couple other guys all night long, but you was able to run out there. So, how'd the car feel? How's it feel to pull off the win here in New Hampshire?
Feels pretty awesome, man. I mean, the car was sliding around a little bit because of the heat, but we were able to manage it pretty well and get around this circuit pretty good here tonight. And want to give a shout out to everyone that was on track tonight for pulling out those long green flag runs. That was fun to race with everyone for that long of a time and not have cautions coming out every 5 laps. So that was fun. And want to give a shout out to my teammates for finishing 1, 2, 3. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, overall good race. Was able to keep it up front, keep the nose clean, and bring it off in victory lane.
Yeah, absolutely was. He's able to put it on pole. Bad fast. We call you Mr. Excitement. We got Mike T. Bruno. We call him, man, the Iron Man here because he's obviously very methodical in the way he brings things to the front. He tried everything he could to run you down. It's just you had the car there at the end. Just couldn't get it going on his end. But like you said, 1, 2, 3. Didn't get a chance to talk to old Jason. So if y'all get a chance to talk to him, say we'll try to get up with him next week, man, and whatnot. Congratulations to him for bringing home in third. Hey, you got anybody out there you want to thank for bringing this thing home here tonight in New Hampshire?
Yes, sir. I want to thank my sponsor, Sim500 as always. Go check them out if you want a new PC tower. They're sell some awesome products there, and want to thank every one of my teammates, and want to thank Michael and Bradley for keeping this thing going, and you in the booth, Joe. Thanks.
All right, I do appreciate it as always, man. It's a thrill, man, to watch you guys out here racing. Like you said, a lot of patient, great racing going on here tonight. A lot of long green flag runs, a few cautions here and there. That's just short track racing. But in the end, man, it was an awesome thing. You brought it home here. Monday Night Thunder Series Grand National Series presented by Motor Sim Racing Magazine. Tonight's winner, Tyler Justice.
Appreciate it, Joe.
All right, Aiden, we'll tell you what, man, it was awesome here to see New Hampshire. It was awesome to see the racing that we had out here. Got any final words, Aiden?
It was just great racing all night, and the best racing I've seen at New Hampshire, my home track, so.
Well, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, like I said, tune in tomorrow night. Appreciate everybody coming out here tonight because it was one heck of a race here at New Hampshire Speedway. As always, we'll be here for the doubleheader tomorrow night. Congratulations again to that man in the number 7 machine, Tyler Justice, pulling out the win. So, everyone, hope you have a good night. See you tomorrow night. It's Joe White and Aiden Young. We're out.